Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Friday night, my title, Rap Music is Trash. And I'm glad it's finally over. I'm just going to use the Billboard Hot 100, title for now to be in that algorithm. But my title, Rap Music is Trash. And I'm glad it's finally over. Oh, it's over. It's over. I'm going to talk to you with regards to the combined efforts that came to the decision to keep it out of the top 40 and the Billboard Hot 100. This is big money that goes into the ranking and the positioning of these songs. Most of you should know that I worked at record labels for well over 13 years before you ever heard of me on radio. My specialty was billboard reporting stores, radio reporting, retail stores. I would call one-stops. I would call, I was there when SoundScan came into play. I worked for WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic. I also worked for Reprise, Atco, Asylum, and a host of other labels. So marketing and promotion was my forte. I sat there with a goddamn typewriter. I did percentages. I used whiteout. So I'm going to talk to you about the end of rap music. How do you feel? How do you feel? Do you think that it's long overdue? Has the time come when the culture is just so fucking trash that something has to change? It has lost its popularity over the last 6 or 7 years, maybe even more. I'll even say that Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show, the past Super Bowl, was complete and utter bullshit. So much to the point where so many people tried to say, oh, it was over your head, the Easter eggs. No, it was just trash. It was trash. I want to thank Kendrick Lamar because I think he had something to do with where we are now. I don't give a goddamn about Drake, what Drake's working on now. Drake has had his run. Drake's from Canada. I'm talking about America right now. And I'm going to play something here, a little audio. I'm going to take it back to when I used to do, different things to entertain the listener, text to speech with regards to the Billboard Hot 100. Just give me a second. Hey, good evening in the live chat. How you guys doing? You don't have to follow my lead. I'm saying trash. Complete and utter fucking trash. Let me also say to some of you game goofy niggas out there, nobody in their right mind wants to be relevant in today's day and time. I've been saying that for about maybe 15, 16 years. Nobody wants to be relevant. You are a complete and utter fucking joke. All the music focuses on now is killing, robbing, and stealing, finessing, whoring. You've lost yourselves. Don't blame the Jew. Stop blaming the Jew. I think I want to thank the Jew tonight. If the Jew had anything to do with the end of rap music, salute to the Jew. The Ashkenazi, to be precise. You scared. You got to say small hat. Me, I say what the fuck I feel like saying. Thank you. If you have gotten together and said, hey, it's had its run. Let's get this crap out of here. I'm going to go back to 1979. I'm going to dog walk rap music. At one time, it was a beautiful culture. It had parameters. Anybody in the live chat remember peace, love, unity, and having fun? That's the Zulu Nation. Peace, love, unity, and having fun. They had the right idea. They got sloppy. We're not going to get into that tonight. But it has become a genre of complete and utter bullshit. You degrade your women. You are so anxious to call each other nigger. You don't blame other people. I'm just glad that I have lived long enough to see the end. The end. I was there at the inception, and here I am at the end. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, Father. in the name of the blood. Oh, there might be a God tonight. Can I get an amen in the live chat? Anybody? And now you've got Bad Bunny performing at the halftime show. Game over. In the words of Lil Flipper, game over. Give me a second. I was so riled up earlier. I went and got some Cali red wine. I'm going to sip on a little wine tonight. Take my time, talk about this bullshit genre. Go got your donation. Thank you so much. Oh, it's over. It's finished. Now, Billboard has released a recurrent rule change, in case you don't know. So they're already trying to explain the reason for what has, occurred. Effective this week on the first Hot 100 of Billboard's 2026 chart year. I'm reading their statement. Previously, descending songs were removed from the Hot 100 once falling below number 25 after 52 weeks or below number 50 after 20 weeks. So if you understand radio and programming, and many of you do, programming, they program you. They have for many, many years. They're changing the way that they try to program you because of what in the radio world is still called TSL, time spent listening. TSLs are down, they're low, and you have to sell contrived programming. It's contrived. Radio's not dead, but you've heard me say for over 20 some odd years, it's on life support. So they're trying to sell an old model, and they have to realize that the listening habits of people are different now. Nobody is sitting around and they're going to wait for a fucking 12-minute ad block. In radio, you have these blocks of commercials. More than likely, I mean, I haven't checked the stats in a couple of years. After a minute and a half, if you're sitting there driving, whatever, doing anything, and you start hearing a bunch of fucking commercials, you're out of there. So Billboard has had to adapt to the TSLs of the audience and try to remain a force with regards to programming. Now, for those of you who don't know what recurrent songs are, just think about over the years when you're listening to a new song and then you hear some type of throwback. They call them throwbacks or what have you. When I started doing radio in March of 2000, I wasn't doing radio in the 90s. So many people say, yo, I used to listen to you in 1996. March of 2000, the Star and Buckwild show on Hot 97. I could not stand the recurrent songs. Mr. Vegas, Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi. Oh God, stop. Please turn the volume down. Miguel, give me something like a guillotine to stop the song. I wasn't doing it to be funny. I just could not take it. 5 days a week, 4 hours a fucking day. Biggie, oh my God. No, stop, no more. No more. No more. Big Pimp and stop. Give me a goddamn break. Many of you're like that as well. You can't take programming 5 days a week. Well, depending on how often you still do or used to listen to the goddamn radio. No disrespect, but I couldn't listen to Flip Mode Squad. Stop with the DMX 7:15 in the goddamn morning. Shit got so bad I used to have to turn the goddamn volume down inside the studio, the broadcasting studio, and we would have to look at the computer with the numbers counting down before we went back in to a talk break. I'm sorry, did I mention my showrunner? Brick lady found guilty in her GoFundMe scam. We're gonna drag that monkey. Where is that tether monkey bitch from, guys? I'm out there tonight. Where is that tether monkey bitch from? Oh, we got a video. Yeah, she's banned off of social media for a decade. You know, the black tethered trash from somewhere. She put on that makeup and she blamed a black man. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Deeds says that tether monkey bitch is Somalian. Okay. So we got the Somalian monkey trash. She's from Houston, yes? We're going to drag that bitch. Just give me some time. I just want to talk about rap music. Fuck rap music and fuck the dick suckers and the nut garglers, again, who think that somebody wants to be relevant. Guys, oh shit. I'm going to be doing text-to-speech tonight. I got to put the link at the top of the goddamn live chat. Just bear with me. Okay, can I go back? Can I go back to, well, mid-70s? Because this, I have to give you the full context of my relationship with hip-hop and rap music. So, mid-70s, I became aware of the band Chic, a great band, not a disco band, but a great band. They were a rock band. They played rock music. They played funk and R&B, but they just happened to come along at the time of disco, when disco was, taking off, giving birth, if you will. The bass player, phenomenal, Mr. Bernard Edwards. When 1979 came around, they released a monumental album called Risque. The song, Good Times. It was bigger than a goddamn classic. It was monumental because it changed radio. I was not a radio listener. I was aware of radio. I used to, my older brother, in the mornings, he used to, he had Frankie Crocker on. WBLS 107.5, but I wasn't into radio. But when that song hit, Good Times, pow, I said, oh, shit. Somehow I turned on the radio. I heard one of the coolest motherfuckers ever to touch a microphone. You've never heard of him, so don't act like you have. And he said, this is Paco, baby. Disco 92. And the song Good Times came on. Bernard Edwards, brilliant. Tony Thompson on drums. Nile Rodgers, rhythm and lead guitar. Fonzie Thornton, background vocals. Mr. Luther Vandross, background vocals. Alpha Anderson, Lucy Martin, and Norma Jean Wright. This was Chic. 1980 comes rolling around. I go to a buddy of mine's house, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, in case you don't know where I'm from. Suburbia. I go to a buddy of mine's house. He had a little DJ system set up in the basement. He puts on a 12-inch. I hear Bernard Edwards' bass line, but I hear some niggers rapping. Now, I was aware of rap music, but when I heard a hip hop, hip hop, you don't stop a rocking to the bang bang boogie with the bass line from Good Times, I was fucking pissed. Looked at my friend, I said, dude, that's how we spoke in the suburbs. Dude, what the fuck is this? He said, it's the Sugar Hill Gang. The Sugar Hill Gang. I said, they have stolen the bass line. Dude, what the fuck? I was so pissed off. Couple of months later, me and a couple of buddies from Scotch Plains and a couple of guys from Plainfield, it must have been somewhere in, it was 1980. We went to Kane College, and Black Ivory, you've never heard of them, don't act like you have, opened up the show. Monster hits in the 70s. You and I had an understanding, right? And then the Sugar Hill Gang comes on. Monkeys all over the goddamn stage. They had a band. And everybody in the goddamn, it was in the auditorium, screaming. Master G, that little short fucker, Wonder Mike, and Big Bank Hank. There they were, the three cocksuckers who played a part in stealing the bass line. Give me a second. I'll come to you. I got to get all this out. And they had some fucking bass player, some slap happy nigga. He looked like he just finished sucking on a corn on the cob. He's playing the bass. Everybody in the auditorium is like, yeah! Except me. Yeah, so that's my history with the inception of the Sugar Hill Gang and the bass line. So I've had my issues over the years with hip hop and rap music. I've always been the objective hater, never a player hater. Now, fast forward, here we are. It's no longer a culture. If we had to pick a certain date and time when hip-hop died, what would you say in the live chat? What would you say when hip-hop officially died? Because at one point in time, it was beautiful. Salute to Public Enemy, Chuck D, who has shown me so much love and respect, Flavor Flav, EPMD, some of my favorites, Redman, repping Jersey, Wu-Tang Clan, of course. And honestly, one of my top 5 favorite rappers for a lot of years, Slick Rick, the Ruler. So it had its moments, and I wrestled with it. But hip-hop died. When did hip-hop die, guys? I would say somewhere in the 90s. No disrespect, but I think the bad boy era is when it started declining. Yes, no? But before I really go balls deep, I'm not saying pause. So now, here we are. Complete and utter bullshit and chaos. I don't give a flying fuck about some of the rappers of today. If you niggas are still dumb enough with regards to throwing your money away, everybody's beefing, you call your women all sorts of derogatory names, and your culture, again, it's just a genre, then I cannot feel anything by way of a connection to you. Let me also say this with regards to how you present yourselves. Now, you may say, oh, Star, you old. Yes, I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned. You should know better. You should know better if you're younger than me and you've never been through any type of battles in society, if you will. You know, if everything was just a fucking bed of roses for you, then you and I don't see things the same way. But I can tell you there's no rapper out here today that I give a fuck about. I think it's complete and utter bullshit. Okay, I see a couple of people on the line. Sit tight and thank you for your donations, guys. Okay. Hey, Heather, how are you? I'm going to try and get your donations on the screen. Wow, she took it back to just ice. Uncle Luke. Okay. Deeds, let me know if you guys can hear this audio. I want to play something here with regards to Billboard, in case you don't know.
The Billboard Hot 100, also known as simply the Hot 100, is the music industry standard record chart in the United States for songs, published weekly by Billboard magazine. Chart rankings are based on sales, physical and digital, online streaming, and radio airplay in the US.
Did you guys hear that? We used to do text-to-speech years ago. Here's something else I want to play for you, just so we can have something to, discuss here.
A new chart is compiled and released online to the public by Billboard's website on Tuesdays, but post-dated to the following Saturday, when the printed magazine first reaches newsstands. 2. The weekly tracking period for sales is currently Friday to Thursday, after being changed in July 2015. It was in.
Okay. All right. Guys, you got to bear with me a second. I forgot something at the top of the live chat. Just bear with me, okay? I'm going to put the link for text-to-speech if you want your donation to be an audio form as opposed to me just reading it. Hold on a second. All right, let's bring a call or two in here. All right, early. Area code 973, are you there? Good evening. 973.
Good evening, Star. Good evening, Star.
Hey, who am I speaking to?
Speaking to Dave out of Scotch Plains, New Jersey.
Hey, what's up, Dave? Can you come a little closer to the phone? Sounds like you're far away, buddy.
Okay, let me try to make some adjustments. Is that better?
You're much better. How are you? Where do you want to start, man?
Man, let's start. Permission to speak freely first. Are we using profanity tonight?
Well, if you're donating, yeah, but I don't want just people just cursing and you're not really supporting
okay,
the shit.
Good. Well, let's drag that Somalian broad first.
Oh yeah, I got her video coming. Go ahead.
She needs a lifetime ban. And Star, it's funny that she's a Somalian because I know the hater misses nothing, but you got to talk about those people in Minnesota who literally took over the government. If you haven't, do your research. Somalians in Minnesota. So many immigrants bum rushed the town, they voted their own Somalians into office and literally took over the town.
Well, we can get to that, maybe Monday or so, but I want to focus on rap music tonight. Shut out of the Billboard Hot 100 charts, top 40. Any thoughts? Do you care?
Well, see, here's the thing about that, Star. Yes, I do care. What you just said, you were spot on with it. I'm a man of a certain age, but a lot of people, it's one reason a lot of people are not really going to comprehend it, and that is this. People that can actually read music or play music look at it differently. That's why you got so offended when you heard this bass line. You're like, hold on. Where a guy could come in and literally cheat and get accolades and not know a lick of music or even how to play an instrument. You got.
Well, everybody, prior to the inception of rap music or hip hop, did not understand music theory. That's not where I'm coming from. But
they had an ear for it, Star.
Okay, they played instruments, but I'm more so talking about the stealing, the sampling, if you will, and not wanting to pay people. I haven't even gotten to that yet because years went by, and then James Brown started getting paid after he started suing people. Then George Clinton started getting paid. A lot of people were not getting paid by way of a lot of the pioneering rappers. But let's focus on where we are now. No more on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Do you think it's going to come back? Do you think there's a shift in the culture per se? What are your thoughts on where we are now? This is Billboard. This is the big tracking system.
It went too far on the hard left. It went extremely hard on the hard left. When all of the major albums are pushing this killing, shooting, money, broads, hoes, however you want to put it, they probably trying to reel it back into something more towards a party mode. That's what my take on it. But if you just look at it for itself, it is highly offensive music. I mean, you can listen to some of this stuff and you're ready to either get high or take a pistol and go out and do something.
Well,
if you don't know any better.
Art imitates life. I'm not saying that you should not have an opinion or you cannot create something with regards to your surroundings, but I'm just talking about me, for me personally. You know, the overindulgence and the cooning, if you will, and buffooning. I'm just glad it's over, if it's over, but I could be wrong. Go ahead, land your plane. I could be wrong. I could be totally way off.
And you could be way off, but all of these guys are pushing the same perspective. Like, nobody grew up and just got a job and went on to be successful. Like, everybody had a hard time, and that seems to be the only people that are able to make records, with the exception of another old school artist now, Will Smith. But I mean, everybody else is
Will Smith is washed. He's washed.
Yeah, exactly. But I had to use him as a clean rapper, so to speak. But like, everybody done been through the struggle. Like, nobody just got it, you know, just off of merit or whatever. We all had to be on food stamps. We all had to sell drugs. We all got high. We all did this. Like, nobody just had a regular life, because contrary to popular belief, some people actually went to school, graduated college, got a job, bought a house, got married, had kids by the same woman.
Right. I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind your cursing. Send that skrill in here, and then you can either send a text-to-speech donation. You can talk hella crazy. I'm on that Reverend Ike shit. I've been on that Reverend Ike shit. If you're broke, please get the fuck from around me. Deeds, how we doing? Is the audio okay? Can you hear everything? Go says, why not get DJ Kool Herc to fix it, since he allegedly created it, or Busta Rhymes, since it's Jamaican culture. Kool Herc's my nigga. Last time I saw him, he didn't look good. I don't know what's his situation right now with health, but you know. Peace, left-handed. What's cracking, man? What's going on with you? Are you calling in? I'm jumping out the fucking window tonight. Hang on a second. I want to play the video with regards to this monkey bitch. Where is it here? No, that's Bill Gates. We'll get to Bill Gates. Bill Gates. He has done a pivot with regards to all this goddamn nonsense he's been talking over the decades. We'll get to Bill Gates, old white grifter. Here we go.
Her name is Rhoda Osman. Online, she's known as Brick Lady, and her video went viral in 2023. But tonight, she is here in the Harris County Jail after a jury found her guilty of stealing more than $40,000 in a GoFundMe scheme.
This man just hit me in my face with a brick.
The selfie video by Rhoda Osman got millions of likes, but prosecutors say her claims of a man throwing a brick at her head didn't match the evidence.
She kind of made the couple months that happened my life a living hell.
Olin Douglas is the man she told police threw the brick at her outside a Houston bar in 2023. He never got charged, but she did, after raising more than $42,000 online. Now, more than 2 years later, a jury found Osman guilty of theft, deceptively raising all that money.
I'm glad that she didn't get away with just being able to lie. It seems like she gets on social media and just manipulates and scams people.
Douglas is happy with the jury's verdict. The judge's sentencing plan Even more so, Osmond will have to spend 90 days in jail, according to prosecutors, and pay full restitution. She'll be on probation for 10 years. Any violations could mean she goes to prison, but on top of that, she can't use social media in that 10-year period.
I'd say it's pretty rare.
Defense attorney Joe Venus isn't connected to the case, but says he's never seen a social media ban as a condition of probation.
If somebody's sophisticated enough with social media to commit a crime using social media, I imagine that it's a pretty big part of her life. So it's going to be difficult for her. But as I remind my clients all the time, probation's supposed to be hard.
Consequences Douglas says he hopes Osmond faces after he received death threats, and the case got the internet's attention.
When this happened, it seemed like the world was loud. She had loud supporters. She had loud fans. And I'm just interested, where are y'all now?
We should note the judgment and final conditions of probation have not yet been signed in this case, but additional hearings have been scheduled when that could happen. Osmond's defense attorney has not responded to multiple requests for comments, but based on records, we know they do plan to appeal this conviction. As for how her head ended up looking the way it did, prosecutors tell me the leading theory shared by a detective during the trial is that Osmond fell and hit her head on a car door frame while intoxicated. And as for all the money, bank records revealed it got spent on trips, spas, and ride shares. Reporting downtown, I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC2 News.
Okay, the monkey bitch from Somalia has been found guilty. I want to kick her back in this evening, okay? Aladdin, I got your donation. Salute. Happy Halloween to you as well. RR, salute to you. I got your donation via Venmo. Star, how is NBA Youngboy so successful? Sir, the genre is trash. He's successful the same way King Von was successful. Quando Rondo. And all of those bum-ass niggas. Lame Dash got your donation. Lame Dash. Okay. Deez, can you check did I put the text-to-speech link at the top of the live chat? If you want your donation to be in speech form, use the link at the top of the live chat. Pardon me. Poor Righteous Teacher got your donation. Peace, God. Salute, Star. Go. Hang on a second, God. How are you spelling that? I mean, Goid. Okay, G-O. Okay, you meant to spell it good to see you better, okay? You had me shook. Peace, Master Farhad. Okay, man, thank you. Sir, I'm the hip-hop Highlander. I've died a few times, but I appreciate your donation, okay? Hey, Sunday going hard in the paint. R.I.P., FBJ, and Rory. Okay. Thank you, Sunday. A little bit later, we're going to play a video. Again, Bill Gates doing a whole pivot with regards to climate change, Amazon laying off over 30,000 employees and other things, all right? Let me go to area code. Is this the peace, world peace? Is that you on a speakerphone, on an echo?
No, no, I'm not on the speaker. No, I'm not.
Peace. How are you, sir? How are you, man?
Peace. I'm good, and yourself, man.
I'm alive, man. I'm alive.
I don't think you. I believe like you're ahead of the curve as always.
Thank you.
AI is taking over music. I don't think that before. Remember, they needed black people to do the entertainment, all the entertaining, the shucking and the jiving.
Right.
They don't need that no more. They're there's two AI artists that like this dude. What's his name? Well, I'm saying his like he's a real person, but it's an AI artist called Nick Hustles.
Okay.
I like it. I like the music. And then there's a female. I do, Star.
So I'm not trying to clown you, but I'm saying wow, because you know the sad reality is that many people melanated. I don't know if you're Caribbean, FBA, whatever. You know, they like certain people from outside of the culture. They give them a pass in a sense, and that dilutes the culture. You know, if you ask me, come on.
this could fall under that, right? Still in all, though, I prefer that, you know, Black people aren't, you know, just only, you know, popularized for, you know, being entertainers and, you know, sports and stuff like that. It's not like there's anything wrong with it, but we need to be, it would be nice if, excuse the we, it would be nice to see people focusing their creativities in other areas besides just, you know, music, and, you know, which is like downtrodden because they're like, you know, they're not really talking about anything. It's not really music anymore. It's just like some type of, you know, whatever they're putting out to try to, I don't know, you know. But yeah, I think.
Can I jump in?
I don't think you're off. Yeah.
Okay. I think the culture, you know, because people do make reference to it as being a culture. I'm just saying that for lack of better words. The genre peaked, jumped the shark, if you will, a decade ago, if not more. Cardi B, one of the biggest right now. I don't mean to take shots at a younger female, but she recently on social media within the last day or so is talking about she hasn't washed her hair in 3 months. I don't need to hear that. I don't need to hear that. You follow me?
Yes.
There's certain low-level behavior. Once that becomes the norm, then there's no parameters. With all due respect, it's not funny. It's fucking sad because young girls will see that, and then it's like, you know, monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, I ain't washed my ass in a week. It's sad, and you cannot blame the Jew. You can't blame the Jew. Go ahead.
So when I'm ready, I'm gonna you know, get my consultation with you, and I want to start my YouTube channel and call it the comment section. I'm going crazy in any comment section I can find.
But please don't give me your idea, sir, please, because if somebody else comes out with something similar, I don't want you talking about I'm suing that nigga star. Please keep the idea.
Oh no,
keep the idea to yourself.
Excuse me, but
when you're ready, holla. I appreciate you. World peace. I appreciate you, man.
Right. Excuse me. Right. So, you know, like I'm going crazy on people. Like I just saw a video of a young lady who was speaking that she was at Six Flags Great Adventure, and like it was like groups of young Black girls who were fighting and just acting really raunchous and rambunctious and stuff like this. And she had like her kids with her. You know, she got so much pushback on the internet. She came back and apologized. I went crazy. Like, for what? Why?
Listen, can you send me a link, sir? But right now I want to finish up Land Your Plane, rap music, shut out from Billboard Hot 100 charts. Please. That's my main topic.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Landing my plane. I'm glad that rap music is being shut out. Is demonic, and I'm ready for AI to take over.
Okay. Peace, man. I appreciate the call. Salute.
Peace.
Okay. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. 105 1051, pardon me. 1051 sends in a donation. Let's do a text to speech with regards to this man's donation.
Let's pray Rory out of potato purgatory.
Okay, that's 1051 taking shots at Rory. One more time.
Let's pray Rory out of potato purgatory.
He wants to pray him out of potato purgatory. One more time.
Let's pray Rory out of potato purgatory.
Thank you, 1051. Wait a minute. Now we got Blade. Blade wants some of the action. Text to speech. Blade, do you mind if I do text to speech with some of your emails? Blade always talking crazy about the Jews.
When is the camel riding sand nigger bitch getting deported back to Mogadishu?
This is from Blade. Hold on.
When is the camel riding sand nigger bitch getting deported back to Mogadishu?
Hi, Miriam. Yes, Miriam, I can use different voices. But, I wanted to start it again. I used to use text-to-speech years ago. Then I got busy. But this is Blade's donation.
When is the camel riding sand nigger bitch getting deported back to Mogadishu?
All right. Thank you, Blade. Alejandro, good to hear from you, sir. Yeah, man. I mean, this is it's been a long journey for me. Rap music, out of here. I'm so excited tonight. Let me go to area code. This person's been on hold for a while. Hey, thank you for your patience. 774. Good evening. Are you there? 774.
How you doing, Star?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas are dying. Niggas pushing 50 are still trying to be rappers. Niggas pushing 60 are still trying to sell beats. But bitches in their 50s still scamming, going down to Atlanta trying to sell pussy and get up on stage in Magic City. But I'm okay, sir.
Yeah, and that's why we got what we have with the whole hip hop and people not being nominated. We need to stop looking at these billboards as verification or being solidified, because what it's trying to tell us is that we're not up to par. What they're trying to do is tell people that, okay, these old niggas that are dropping hit records and hit albums, like Lloyd Banks dropped a project today. We had the Mobb Deep drop last week, and what they're trying to say is like, that's not what you want to listen to. They're trying to tell us that shit is trash. Don't cop that. That's not hip hop. But that Mobb Deep album is fire. Lloyd Banks has dropped that.
Well, hang on a second, sir. Salute to everybody involved, but I'm here to kick a nigga when he's down. Hip hop is down, okay? I'm not here to do shout outs or promote nobody's fucking project, all right?
Well,
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, and I don't mean to pull rank, if the labels themselves are no longer making money and streaming becomes not necessarily bankable, right? And people are not going for the 360 deals, then you have to trim the fat. I think that's what's going on because, again, people don't necessarily need the labels. Playboy Cardi and a host of others, they can get out there, hit the road. Songs do not get broken on the radio anymore, right?
Right.
Songs have not been broken on the radio for well over, 15 or 16 years. People go to the internet, maybe even longer. So they're looking for a way to change the name of the charts. The charts used to be called black music back in the days, black singles, disco, dance. So maybe they're going to change the names of the charts, and people may get back to work. What do you think? I want to hear from you. I don't want to do too much talking. What do you think?
Well, I think those charts don't mean nothing. I mean, if you're a real music head like me, I'm not listening to the charts. Once I see Lloyd Banks dropping a project, I'm streaming it. So it doesn't even matter what the billboards say, because we all know that it's already paid off, and we got the labels giving money to the DJs. So it doesn't even matter what they say. So I feel like we shouldn't be distracted by these billboards and the other music awards where they're not nominating the artists we think that are fire. We should just tune in and continue to support.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? Can I ask how old are you?
Go ahead.
How old are you?
35.
Okay. I appreciate what you're saying, and I thank you for your call. Salute. Thank you. I said thank you, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna keep going.
No, I'm done, sir. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I gave him the last word. I don't have to Always give somebody pushback. There's no money in streaming. Snoop Dogg said that, right? A couple years ago, Snoop said you got to sell a billion streams just to get maybe $250,000. I forget what the exact number was. There's no money in streaming. People are not going for the 360 deals. Salute to my nigga. Do you guys know who came up with the concept of the 360 deals? It's two people. Let me see if you know. Who came up with the 360 deals? Worldwide Wells, I got your donation. Hold on a second here. Let me try and get your donations on the screen. Frank White, salute. Frank White says, salute the hater. Niggas got to find a new tune to shuck and jive to. No more salt on the stage floor. Yeah, that's a whole fact. Who came up with the 360? Oh, yeah, there you go. It's my homie, Leroy Cohen. I'm going to say Kevin Lyle. Some people say Steve Stout. Salute to Ace078. Sir, you are absolutely right. The business of hip-hop has changed. Hip-hop is in video games, ESPN soundtracks, and true independence. Lizzo was right. Okay. Salute to Lizzo. And if they can't get, a piece of the action and some of your tour money, because you see those early 360 deals, they were trying to get some of the tour money, not just merch, but the tour money. Thank you for your donation, Ace078. Ooh, white boy Rory. I'm happily retired and in the White Boy Hall of Fame. Use Moolies couldn't do nothing with me. Undisputed / undefeated. Rory has been sat down by Sunday, to be clear. He's out of here for 30 days. Is that my main nigga on the trigger repping P-Town? Jay Bandit.
Bandit. Big nigga, what up, though?
What's going on?
The new nigga has arrived. Right. I'm maintaining. How you living on this Friday Halloween Havoc night? You heard?
My title, Rap Music is Trash, and I'm glad it's finally over. Now I'm just going with the Billboard stuff for the algorithms, but what say you? What say you about rap music no longer being on the charts? Do you think this is a new direction? Has there been a shift in the culture? Or not a big deal? It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal to me because at the end of the day, rap is just a hobby. Get money is a job.
I'm listening.
So at the end of the day,
I'm listening. Come on.
Oh, okay. You still listening? Okay, I thought you were going to rebuttal. Usually rebuttal. All right. Rap is just a hobby. Get money a job. So I'm all about my money. You know what I mean? I love rap. I love hip hop. I was raised off of it. I know at the end of the day, it's something I enjoy, but I know it wasn't lucrative for me to make money unless the high hats, the small hats put money behind me and say, oh, yeah, we believe in him. He has the look. He has that look. He's that guy. Because I was raised with all of them. Like, I know all the people. Like, when you said Big Bang Hank, I used to talk to his daughter. I went to school with her. I know Lady Luck. I went to school with her. So it's like, all those, like, it's the truth. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I mean? I've been signed myself when I was 21. I signed myself to myself. I got my EIN name. I got my LLC at 21. Okay. It's 2007. I've been ghostwriting for people. I got my ASCAP, Jada Bandit Music Publishing. That's why my channel is JADABANDIT, because that's my ASCAP name. You know what I mean? My government name is secure.
But now, to be fair, Jay Bandit, to be fair,
yeah, I'm listening.
You know, you were born in Patterson, or you're Nigerian? I forget, where were you born?
I'm Nigerian, and I was born in Patterson.
Okay.
What year?
No, I didn't ask you what year. But now, you know, you look at hip hop differently than those who created it and those who have an invested history. So you can either take it or leave it. But, to see where it came from, its inception, it was beautiful once upon a time. And other things that played a part in the formation of the one-time culture, graffiti, breakdancing, DJing. It was beautiful. But now I'm saying it has gone to complete shit. You say it's whatever. I just want to be clear what you're saying.
I'm saying it's whatever, because at the end of the day, if you can perform, go on tour, you got a following, you're good. You don't really need the labels, like you said. It's all about your performance, your identity. You brand yourself. It's all about IP, intellectual property.
Okay.
So if you have your IP on Smash, you're good to go. You really don't need no labels. And Kevin Loud is a good guy. I like him. He's cool. I used to hang out with him too. He's a good guy.
What's going on with that lawsuit with Kevin Lyles? It can be a good.
Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
Remember, matter of fact,
I'm jumping out the window tonight. He was accused of taking pussy. Taking pussy. Yes. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Is the lawsuit over, Jay Bandit?
Well, I have no idea. I never asked him about that because that's none of my business.
Okay.
But
next time you see him, ask him. Tell him I want to know. All right. Good to talk to you. Salute.
He knows you. Salute.
You're motherfucking right. He knows me. Salute. Thank you, man. Here. Play me tonight. Gangs of Love. I see you, sir. Thank you for your support. I do not have an Eagles plaque. You so I still have close to 300 plaques, but most of them I got from when I worked at the record labels. I got about maybe 80 from when I worked at the radio stations. And honestly, a lot of them rap stuff, I either gave it away or we smashed it. We broke it up on MTV and Vlad TV. But I don't have an Eagles. Are you looking for something from the rock genre? I got Stone Temple Pilots. I've got an extra Creed. Oh, I've got a nice Kiss plaque. You might want that. Gangs of Love. Goo Goo Dolls, maybe. Thank you for your support. Hang on a second, guys. Blade sending in a text-to-speech donation. The text-to-speech donations are at the top of the live chat. Hold on. Hold on. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Let's start this over.
Nigga, do not tell me I can't blame the Jews. I can and I do blame them.
This is Blade going at the Jews.
Nigga, do not tell me I can't blame the Jews. I can and I do blame them.
Blade ain't never scared. One more time.
Nigga, do not tell me I can't blame the Jews. I can and I do blame them.
Okay. Blade, staying focused as always. Hey, Coco, I got your donation. Thank you, darling. She sent in a text-to-speech donation. Again, top of the live chat.
Salute, hater.
Thank you, Coco.
Salute, hater.
Okay. Hold on. Where are my notes? Anybody care about Bill Gates changing course on climate change? Or should we do Amazon laying off 30,000 people? Let's focus on that one first. Hold on a second. And then we're going to come back to rap music. The rise and fall. Complete and utter trash.
Online retail giant Amazon is reported to start laying off employees by the thousands. The Wall Street Journal announces 14,000 employees were laid off today, but it doesn't stop there. In total, the company is expected to lay off 30,000 people. That's roughly 10% of its workforce. The company says it's trying to cut costs and reduce bureaucracy. Here to discuss this is Jason Boyce, the CEO and founder of Avenue 7 Media, as well as the author of The Amazon Jungle. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Veronica. Thanks for having me.
Now, Amazon is expected to do thousands of layoffs. What's driving that decision?
Well, I think you have to go back to the COVID times to see how much of a massive hiring spree they ran during those times, 2020 through 2022. And I think there's a little bit of unwinding of that as part one of these layoffs. Part two is, look, Veronica, the entire world is being rebuilt on large language models, on automation. And I think Amazon, who is a terrific tech company, one of the big 4 or 5, have spent a lot of time and energy investing in technology, and they're looking for it to pay off.
Now, talking about AI, artificial intelligence, what does this signal about Amazon's broader strategic priorities?
Well, the products, look, all companies, all investors, all owners of companies are being driven because of this AI technology and the ability to automate so many standard processes. A lot of investors want higher gross margins. They want higher net margins. And this is largely part of Amazon's path towards higher margins. They've been in high growth mode for more than 30 years. They're looking to harvest some of those investments that they have made, and automation is one of the ways that they're going to do that.
Now, are we looking at a blueprint? How might this ripple across the tech sector and corporate America?
Well, I think we're seeing it already. Microsoft announced 10,000 layoffs about a month ago. I don't think that I don't think this headline is going to go away. Every tech company in America is going to continue to see where they can gain efficiencies and drive those margins higher. And what they can accomplish with large language models, even at my small agency, Avenue 7 Media, we're deploying agentic AI in order to save some of those more mundane tasks that we used to have to pay human beings for. We can do it more effectively with a lower time, cost, and quality. It's what investors demand, and it's what this leadership is driving for. So the ultimate.
Okay, let's get him the fuck out of here. Phone lines are open. Hey, Sunday, I got your text message. I'm not sure if I can even go back that far. Big Elvis, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Okay. Hey, here we go. Is this the one, Sunday? Jay Bennett rides the bus and is a super spreader of Ebola and malaria. Area code 623. Good evening. Talking about a few topics on the speed. 623.
Sir, hello?
Good evening. How are you?
It's an honor. I've been listening to you all my life since Darn Buck Wild, and it's an honor. Okay. Thank you. I just want to say that first.
Good to hear from you. What do you want to start, sir?
As far as this Billboard thing, I don't really think that I don't think we need the Billboard. I don't think rap needs the Billboard at all. We're the spice of life. They want to know what we're doing all the time. Like since the Chitlin Circuit, they've been running to us. And they're going to continue to run to us because they got mayonnaise and raisins without us. That's everything. So, and the AI thing, AI ain't coming up with slang.
Well, hang on a second. Let's stay on the Billboard for a second before we go to AI. Can I?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Can I ask how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, you're still a young man. I say that with all due respect. I disagree. You can push back on what I'm saying. What I'm saying doesn't necessarily have to be, the law. But I think that blacks, if we're talking blacks, whether they're FBA, Caribbean, what have you, yes, they need the approval, the cosign of Billboard, the Oscars, anything that's white. They live for that. Hang on. I'll let you respond. They live for that. There's an old saying. My father used to say it, possibly your great-great-grandparents. If you put a stick in a bucket of shit and you put it on the corner, niggas will buy it because niggas love the new shit. They're not interested in working together, sir. They want to sell out. They want to live amongst white people. Go ahead.
Hopefully we've learned our lesson. Hopefully we're seeing now that we need to get back to selling out the trunk and everything else, and setting up our own platforms with our own Square readers and getting our own money. You know, like hopefully now we know. But I agree with what you're saying because yeah, if you give it to them, they'll buy it. Like,
don't agree with me, sir. I'm jaded. No, don't agree.
No. They redo the Jordan color every single time. That's all they do. They redo the color. People get in line and they beat each other up and shoot each other for a different color every year at the same. So nothing changes. So that's exactly what you're saying. So it's the truth. Like I'm no fool, but I still realize that, you know, where there's a change happening where we want our own things. We don't have no problem with, you know, not involving them in what we're doing. Like they got enough hands in our pockets and checks and taxes.
Can I jump in?
Stuff anyway.
Can I jump in?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Never mind Star. A wise man wrote a book called Powernomics, and he spoke about black people becoming a permanent underclass. You know who that man is? He's still alive.
Was that Morgan Freeman? A permanent underclass. No, but I don't know the author's name. I don't know. No, I don't.
Do you have a pen? Do you have a pen, sir?
Yeah, no. I got my other phone in my hand. I'm about to type down the name of the author right now.
Dr. Claude Anderson. Never mind Star. Never mind what I say. You know?
He wrote a book, or is this a piece, or is it a book? Or
Powernomics. Dr. Claude Anderson.
Powernomics.
He set the framework for foundational Black Americans. And salute to Tariq Nasheed, a.k.a. King Flex. He came in, updated things, modified things, and gave it a more direction with regards to today's generation. But Dr. Claude Anderson said Black people will become a permanent underclass. So I hear what you're saying. You know,
yes, sir.
All that friendship, but no, sir. Black people are not pooling their resources. But go ahead, land your plane. Go ahead.
That's what I believe.
Okay.
I have to believe that.
Okay.
I see the progression. I see, you know, us. I hear myself talking amongst my peers and, you know, amongst my immediate family members and friends about, you know, building as we can. You know, may I speak on one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Please. Did you hear about brother passing out after
Dr.
Umar?
Yeah,
but did you hear about that?
Is there a video? Can you send me a video? I heard about it, but I didn't see the link.
Oh no, I saw the video, but I don't have a link to the actual video. It's somebody talking about it. It's like a picture of him laid out and somebody talking about somebody there was talking about it.
My email address is on the screen.
Yeah.
Please send me a link, sir. Until I see it, I don't want to do a whole show on it. But thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I hope he's all right. I'm glad you're all right.
Okay. God bless. Email address on the screen. I'm going to change my title. Give me a second, guys. Rap music is trash. And I'm glad it's Deeds, can you make sure I spelled everything okay? Rap music is complete and utter fucking trash. Garbage. 1051. Hold on a second. This man sent in a text-to-speech donation. Okay, wait a minute. Something about Halloween. I haven't used this text-to-speech thing in quite some time.
Slow rap music put nails in the coffin of the genre. Sunday is the Grinch who stole Halloween.
1051, taking a shot at Sunday. One more time.
Slow rap music put nails in the coffin of the genre. Sunday is the Grinch who stole Halloween.
1051, I got your donation, so thank you so much. I may change the voice at some point a little bit later, but, you know, we're going to rock with that for right now. Hey, is that Evelyn on a Friday night? Evelyn, thank you for your support as always. Evelyn, you there? Evelyn?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, darling? Where do you want to start?
How you doing?
I'm
First of all, I wanted to say
I'm alive, and I have lived long enough to see the fall of rap music. God is good all the time.
Okay. Now, sorry, I already know what you're gonna say about me, Evelyn, with all these conspiracy theories.
No, come
and
on.
you
Come
know,
on. No,
she's
talk your
an
talk.
old ass mammy.
No.
But let me tell you something.
Talk your talk.
I don't think that it's just only going to be rap music.
Okay.
Do you see the dismantling that they're doing? I'm going to say rap music. It's not no more R&B music. It's not no more black television shows. All the people that made big money, I'm gonna use Bill Cosby as one of them.
Come on.
They want to take them down. Look how they did Magic Johnson. They got him a job, and then all they wanted him to do is move people for him, and then they bust him down, and he said, F it, So I'm just looking at the chess pieces, the way that they're going for black people.
Okay.
Everything that black people is made money on that was really solid for them making money, it's being shut down. And it's just not only rap music, it's any type of music, and it's any type of entertainment. It's only a few people that's really making some money as far as entertainment going, and as far as ball playing, in the movies, all of that, everything where black people was making big money, they're shutting it down. And it's a reason behind all that.
Okay.
Because guess what? You're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. It's no more middle. It's not going to be no more middle class.
Okay. Can I jump in?
Can
I jump in?
Go ahead.
I so appreciate talking to you, not just because you send in donations, but you're a woman of a certain age. You're knowledgeable, and you have really, really good perspectives. Black music, black pain, black suffering, black art. It's the backbone of this country. This we know. But now, have we reached a point where the powers that be, whoever they may be, the puppet masters, yada, 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 they have pimped rap music to the point where they can't pimp it no more? Black people are always going to be consumers. Let's not get it fucked up. They do not pool their resources. P-O-O-L, not pull. They do not pool their resources. They're always going to spend money. Dolce & Gabbana don't give a fuck about them. Louis Vuitton don't give a fuck about them. Gucci don't give a fuck about them. Valentino sandals don't give a fuck about them. Manolo Blahniks don't give a fuck about them. But they're going to keep on spending, right or wrong?
That's true. But see, black people need to understand all of that stuff comes and goes. What you need to invest your money in, and I know people going to say no to this too, but you need to invest your money into some land and some property. Because guess what?
Stop it, Evelyn.
You can't make no more land.
Evelyn, stop.
You can't make no more land.
Stop.
At all.
Evelyn.
Yeah.
You and I are from a different day and time. We know there's thousands of acres available in Montana, North and South Dakota, Wyoming,
right,
Arkansas. Niggas don't want to move out there and pool their resources. Come on now.
No, you don't have to move. You don't have to move there. Me and my cousin, we got a threeplex right down there in McDonough, Georgia. Don't neither one of us live there. I've never.
Don't put your business out there because niggas will try and get up in there and do you dirty. Don't tell on yourself.
Well, I was okay. Well, I'm sorry. you know what, Star? Sometimes I forget that I'm talking on the phone to millions of people, you know, but I'm just saying, if you can get you a deal in another state or somewhere, do it. Rent it out. You don't have to live there, because guess what? It's hard times is coming. Not just this music business. You see how they sitting people down in the music business. That's another way of them getting it. See, these young people, they done said, look, we're not letting you just mentioned this. We're going to make our money on our tours.
Oh.
We're not letting you collect nothing at our doors. We're going to sell our merch. You're not going to do none of that. We don't even want your deal. We're going to do everything ourselves. But see, that's just like in Long Beach. Do you know in Long Beach, California, Snoop can't even have a concert in Long Beach, California. Yeah. He can't do it. No rapper can. No rapper. All the way since Run DMC. Now, you know how long ago that's been.
Did they have a shooting or something? Why can't they perform in Long Beach?
Yeah. They had a shooting way back when Run DMC came to Long Beach Arena, and we've been banned ever since then.
Can I jump in? You see, Evelyn, I appreciate that.
Go ahead.
Hang on. If you come here and you can't act civilized, you're gonna shoot up the goddamn place. Take your bullshit elsewhere. Listen, Evelyn, I'm 61. You're close to my age, right? Come on, let's not pretend that all black people have good intentions. These are new niggas today. These are super predators. We need a purge. Go ahead and land your plane. Other calls.
Oh my goodness.
I want to see a purge.
Not a purge.
I want to see a purge. Come on.
All right, Star. Well, I'm gonna just land my plane on this. Everybody get the black people, please. Star's telling you, pull your money together, be more family-like, try not to kill one another, because you think it's hard times is coming. So get ready. And I land my plane on that.
I appreciate you, Evelyn. Thank you so much.
All right.
She means well, but that's wishful thinking. Clockwork on the screen. There is absolutely no replacement for rap music. All the genres suck in 2025. Okay. But are all the genres shooting each other in record numbers when they go to different cities and, different events? Folks, if you're new to the show, you can call in. I want you to have the last word. I don't need to steer the conversation, but, just stay on topic, please. Who is this? Something about Star and God. No, sir, I don't subscribe to the theory of God. Does it bother you that I can say God bless you and things of that nature, to other people, to be respectful? You cannot prove the existence of a God, you dumb fuck. How about that? You cannot prove the existence of a God, just like I cannot disprove the existence of a God. You're not enlightened. You're not smart. You're a dumb fuck. Call in and try to explain the metaphysically given without saying, well, the Bible got nothing to do with you, nigger. I'm looking at your handwriting. You're a nigger. I can tell. You went to public school and you don't even know how to start a sentence with a capital letter, you dumb fuck. I'm on one tonight. Hold on a second. Let's go to text to speech. Donations at the top of the live chat. I'll get this working better in a day or two. This is 1051. Thank you for your donation, sir.
Morgan Freeman was accused of taking the pussy. Now all of a sudden he has the shakes. That old nigga ain't slick.
Was he accused of that type of shit? Hold on a second. Play it again.
Salute star. Morgan Freeman was accused of taking the pussy. Now all of a sudden he has the shakes. That old nigga ain't slick.
Okay. Anonymous sends in a donation. Text to speech. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Where's that other voice at?
Hey Rory. Hey girl. Per. Hey Rory. Hey girl. Per.
Okay, they were trying to say purr at the end. Mr. T. Mr. T sends a text to speech donation at the top of the live chat.
The brick bitch needs to do a 7-year bid in alligator Alcatraz and then immediately deported to a slum in Somalia. Side note, fuck your rims, you wet timber boot colored nigger.
One more time.
The brick bitch needs to do a 7-year bid in alligator Alcatraz and then immediately deported to a slum in Somalia. Side note, fuck your rims, you wet timber boot colored nigger.
Okay, fuck your rims is a shot at one of my alleged classic cars, a Bonneville. And the rims that I was talking about one day. Did I play this one here? Okay, yes, I did. 1051. Hey, Coco, thank you for your donation again. Hold on a second. Okay. Hold on. So I have both T's from my soup. Salute star. Was quick to take a picture with the Mammy statue. Okay, somebody trying to get at Rory. Is this old or new? Wait a minute. Text to speech donations.
Salute star. Rory was quick to take a picture with the Mammy statue, but when immigrants turn up in New York he never pulls up to regulate. Big hat and no horse.
Okay. Okay, 1051. Are we promoting this song for you? That's the homie, 1051.
Salute star. Sent an email to promote my song Hopscotch. It's a really catchy drill song. Respect.
Salute. I'm sipping some Cali red wine tonight. Guys, if you would be so kind to make sure that you always remember that Deeds. Oh, shit. Deeds, where is your... Oh, fuck. I got to find Deeds' Cash App information. God damn it. All right. After I take my break, I don't see it on the screen. Pardon me. If you have Deeds' information, she is the reason why you are allowed to talk as crazy as you do in that live chat. Let me get this on the screen of them coming back to the phone lines. I don't usually do shows on Friday, but I wanted to talk about rap music is trash, and I'm glad it's finally over. Hey, Mrs. NYC 79 Ortiz, did I say that right? So happy you are back. Health is wealth. I used to love rap in the 80s, but I'm too grown. I just love your perspective and topics and even the BS. Thank you so much. Yeah. You know, in my opinion, it's not even about people so much get older and we've outgrown certain things. I mean, that is a big part of it. But I'm sick of the machines that constantly promote the ignorance and the glorification of low-level behavior or lower-tier blacks. That I'm sick of. That I'm fed up with. I don't like to say certain things, but I have to at times to get my point across. You know, when somebody says, "Oh, why don't you go in on the Jews and this, that?" Never mind the Jews. It's niggers I'm concerned about. Niggers and low-life nigger bitches trying to set me up and rob me. That's why I always say I'm nigger free. I don't mean to go off on a tangent here, but I had to say that. Thank you for your donation again, darling. I appreciate you. Who else sent a donation? I'm trying to get these on the screen. Sunday, did I get your donations on the screen? Sunday always sends me a text message if I miss one, okay? Back to the phone lines here. Then I have to do Venmo donations. People are being very patient. Area code 313, are you there? Good evening. Friday night.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
What's going on, Star? Just clearly coming in from Detroit, talking about rap music being dead. Okay. Rap music definitely not dead. Okay. Rap music is still alive and kicking and still alive. We in America just don't have no money to buy it. They across the world is buying it, and you just seen Magic City booked in Japan. Oh yes, rap music is alive. You listen to guys like Griselda and other people that's out, that's got new music out. Music is definitely pumping like hottie. Now, as you just stated before I even got on here or whatever, the people cannot make money off music. So with that being said, they want to change the narrative because all these mentally unstable goofballs that get off into the game, making all this ridiculous music that you can't even understand, and they doing all this unaliving in other cities. They gave these people money to actually travel to other cities to just do nonsense. So yeah, they trying to change the narrative. So yeah, they gave Nas some money. They gave these other cats some money to come back and try to change the narrative and change the viewpoint of hip hop because they bankroll trillions of dollars, not millions of billions. They bankroll trillions of dollars off of all of our stupidity. Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. And NBA Youngboy, you better bet he's selling like hotcakes because they want to keep on promoting that. You understand what I'm saying? But he's going to come to a halt very fast.
Is it NLE Choppa? Am I saying his name right? He's getting that NBA Youngboy, isn't he? I just saw a video, right?
Yep.
Can you give me the backstory? If I'm saying Troll Babies, is it NLE Choppa? Got a video out right now getting that NBA Youngboy. I'm not sure of the context, but okay, I can respect everything you said. And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
49.
Okay.
49.
Okay. Now what? Now what? Billboard has apparently pumped the brakes. That's a combined effort. I'm going to break it down a little bit more, but now what? They have pumped the brakes. What's next?
Well, you got to understand, if they pumping the brakes as far as getting these guys charted, that means that they're not making no money. And Kwame, well, I don't want to shout nobody out, but another podcast or whatever just broke down the whole music industry on how the Billboard is doing exactly what they're doing and why artists like.
Well, sir, I just did that as well. I worked in the music industry. Are you talking about Kwame Brown? Salute to him, sir. But I already did that, sir. So now, again, my question to you, what now? What now?
What now is they still developing artists to come out right now. Like I just told you, it's a whole bunch of artists.
Sir, with all due respect, slow down, because you're saying a lot of they. Stop blaming they and the Jews. What are black people?
Well, I'm not blaming.
Hang on, sir. Hang on. I let you speak. What are black people going to do? What are you going to do now? Billboard has said if we ain't making no money, fuck out of here. We know this. What are you going to do now? You're how old again? How old?
Well, I'm still go out and support my artists and still buy music. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
I'm still buy music. I'm still support artists. I'm still play artists. I'm still pump artists on my page, on my podcast, and everywhere else. So Billboard don't got nothing to do with none of that.
Okay.
We in mass media is taking over anyway. So Billboard, Channel 4, Fox, all they can go sit down. Okay. They can go sit down. Mass media is taking over. They can go sit down.
All right. I appreciate the call. Appreciate the call.
Can I land my plane?
Yeah, you just did. If you want to be, If you want to become a sponsor, sir, send an email. It's on the information's on the screen.
Peace, God.
Yeah, yes, sir. Peace. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want you to speak. Aladdin, again, thank you for your donation. Hey, Shani. Rappers were too busy gatekeeping and didn't preserve the art or talent. They exploited fans and abused their influence. That's part of the problem. Yeah, that's part of the problem. And let me just add to that. When you have babies raising babies and, you know, for the most part, not as a whole, but for the most part, people don't have an understanding about business. And they think that the proper way to do business is to just, you know, splurge, be on that handout shit, try and co-sign bum ass niggas, or, you know, try and raise a nigga. Try and raise a nigga, give a nigga a cosign. Yo, I die for this. I die for this nigga. And the nigga's not proven. That's a cycle that never stops. Anybody want to call in and talk about Halloween? It's Halloween. I live in well, you know where I live, Emerald Isle. It's a gated community, and they don't let children. I mean, there's not really too many children here. It's all senior citizens. But for the people that have grandkids or great grandkids that come here, they have one designated area down in the cul-de-sac, and they put little things in the mailbox, and they say, if you want to donate some candy or something, you know, bring it down to the designated area and leave it there. You guys in the live chat have something like that as well. I think that's a good thing, you know. This way kids ain't got to be going door to door. Interacting with strangers. Rowdy says, so you live among the elders now, sir? Sir, I am an elder. I'm damn near 800 years old. Don't you pay attention, nigga? Hip hop Highlander? Duh. Area code 440. Friday night. Good evening. Are you there? 440.
Здравствуйте, старик. How are you?
Boris, now you're able to call in the ban that Sunday put on you. It's over, right? I forget.
Yeah, it has been over, I think, last month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's over a month ago.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's cracking? Good to hear.
I wanted to, likewise, and I hope you're doing well with your medical condition. I hope you feel better. I wanted to touch on your main show title.
Yes.
And I wanted to say that rap music has been dead for years now.
Yeah.
If you recall, Star, the late Lisa Left Eye Lopez, she has made a documentary with VH1 about TLC. It's called Behind the Music. She was very famous for this small excerpt in which she said, this is how your group can go diamond and still become broke. Yep. Diamond, for those who do not know, is when you sell 10 million records or better. Which means, if you do not mind, I would like to break the math so the audience know how music, just because you're a musician or rapper or whatever, you're broke. You have to be in the top 10. You have to reach Drake status, future status in order for you to be wealthy. They sold 10 million records. She then said that each album cost $10, which means revenue 100 million. Her record label takes 93%. She is left with 7 million before cutting and splitting the funds because of recoupable fees. You know, you have music video, you have recording, touring, promotion, whatever. For those who do not know, the music video for Waterfalls cost $1 million. After all the expenses, she was left with $300,000. She said, with this $300,000, I can buy a nice home. What am I paying my bills with? You know what I mean? This is how you go broke. Another thing, I told you before that I'm.
Well, hang on a second, Boris. Can I respond to what you've just said? Yeah, you know,
Please do.
R.I.P. to Left Eye, and I remember when TLC came out through, I think it was LaFace. But you see, TLC was one of those manufactured groups, and they were being pimped by a gangster bitch named Pebbles. So they were just young off the street. They had no business training, no understanding, no experience. So Pebbles put them out there. I think she gave them some leased Pathfinders. Troll babies, correct me if I'm wrong. Pebbles, but do you want to ride in my Mercedes? Right? And she was married to L.A. Reid. Pebbles pimped them out. But I can't necessarily feel sorry for TLC because they had no understanding of what they were getting into. And they were, you know, they were there. They were food, if you will. They were food. Go ahead.
Okay, Star, to address whatever you just said, it is not a new phenomenon. Yeah. If you know anything about sports, in sports you have something that's called a booster. If you know anything about the Detroit Fab Five, Chris Webber was receiving funds from a street guy. So this is nothing new. You always have the mafia guy who bribes the talent, and they say, when you make it big, you will not forget about me. You know. So I agree with you, but it is not the fault of the fault only falls on the artist, the talent. It is their sole fault. Now, what I wanted to say to you,
I usually side with the pimp. To be clear,
correct. Me too. Do not be mad at the player. Be mad at the game.
Right. Don't hate the player. I mean? Hate the game. Go ahead.
Correct. Now the next topic that I wanted to mention is that I have told you. I do not know if you remember. I am tapped in with some jewelers who are tapped in with rappers.
Easy. I know where you're going.
No. I will only tell you something that is provable. You know, if you recall, about 10 years ago, Sean Kingston claimed to have been kidnapped and tossed in an alleyway. You know what I mean? He is now behind the bars. He was getting sued left and right about not making payments on watches. This is not alleged. He was sued for that, and he was collecting lawsuits like a conquest, you know, like a side hobby. He was getting sued with one jeweler. He did not pay him, and then he gets hit with another jeweler. So much so that his mother told him, "What you're doing? You did not pay off this jeweler. Now you have another jeweler." My point is that these people, it's all a facade. It's all a show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I have jewelers who tell me to address Evelyn, but she said you need to buy property. I'm sorry to say, but they all laugh at the black community. And I'm saying this not to mock them. I'm saying this so that it hurts and that they better themselves. You know what I mean? You, Star, you made me think very deeply when you said there is no such thing as black community, because I see Chinese community. You mentioned, you know, black community do not have hospital. The small hats have hospital. Everybody is reaping the benefits of a genre that is black. And I think that they need to do better to advance themselves. There is no future in this music. You know what I mean? You have the talent.
I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's over. I have lived long enough to see the fall of rap music. Boris, great to talk to you, man.
Have a good night, Star. Be well.
Salute. Yes. Hallelujah, Father, in the name of the blood. I have lived to see the fall of the bullshit genre. Again, it started out as a beautiful culture. Peace, love, unity, and having fun. Where are my my medallions from back in the days? Oh man, I should have wore those tonight. That would have been I don't know where they are. Maybe when I take my break, I'll look for them. Hey, Tiffany, I got your text message. Thank you so much. Okay. talking about the trash genre of rap music. Okay, someone in the live chat hating on black people. No, we're not hating on black people. We're hating on dumb fucks like you. Illiterate niggers who are sucking up valuable air. And in case you've never heard me say it, I do support eugenics. I believe in sterilizing some of these hoes. I most certainly do. Anybody want to tap in about Halloween? Anybody care? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we got Blade sending in text-to-speech donations. Text-to-speech donations are at the top of the live chat.
Your classic.
Hold on a second.
I noticed that you don't post pics of your classic cars anymore since we sent screenshots from your IG to the IRS and snitched on you.
Did you guys catch that? Let's play it again. This is Blade.
I noticed that you don't post pics of your classic cars anymore since we sent screenshots from your IG to the IRS and snitched on you.
Did you guys understand that? Salute to Blade, always pocket watching. Super predators, ? So you're saying Hillary Clinton was right? Yes, she was. And Biden was right when he said, let them have midnight basketball so they won't break into my house and rape my daughter. Yes, he was right. Yes. I didn't vote for him, but yes, they were both right. Savages going amok. Thank you again, Evelyn. I got your donation, darling. Pierre. Yes, Pierre. I did see some of Nick Fuentes, the interview with Tucker Carlson. It wasn't that good, to be honest with you. It was just, it was all right. Yeah. But, I watched part of it. Skylar Saunders, good to see you, sir. What's going on with Skylar? Guys, in the community section, Skylar Saunders has a 6-hour stream with regards to the Julio Folio High Yellow bitch. Whatever that nigga bitch's name is. Skylar, everything okay? You want to call in? Was it 6 hours, Skylar? Area code 876. Good evening. Are you there? Rap music is trash, and I'm glad it's finally over.
Indeed it is. Well, I would actually like to emphasize mainstream rap music is trash.
Okay.
The underground is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I am not surprised as someone who has been a fan of this culture who, I'm 46 now.
Okay.
And I'd say probably 3-4 years old, who has been an observer and a supporter of this culture where, even though hip hop is my main genre, okay. You quoted a Black Sabbath song a minute ago when the riots were going on, the Mob Rules song about the wheel.
Ronnie James Dio was on lead vocals.
Right now.
Ronnie James Dio was on lead vocals for Mob Rules.
Dio is official, because I am Jamaican, but I am what they would like to call somebody who wants to be white. But that's not the case, but it's just because of the fact that I am very rounded on my taste in music. So they say, why you listen to that white people shit, my youth? So I get that all the time, but I've been a rock and hip hop person since day one, more than reggae.
Are you from Jamaica or somewhere in the UK?
I am from Jamaica, sir. I've been calling in a couple of times with the hurricane and just a bunch of stuff.
Right.
But
if I can just say this, one of my fondest genres of music was the second British invasion. The second, well, not the first, but the second. There's so many great bands out of the UK. It was beautiful. So I'm sure you know a lot of those.
I'm up on all that. I'm up on all that because they're like my thing is good music is good music, and music is actually in my lineage because I don't know if you've ever heard of the band Fab Five, a bunch of blind Jamaican dudes who they've been known for doing what I would like to call calypso, like you've mentioned Byron Lee a couple of times, and they kind of do.
What year? What year were they?
They were pretty dominant in the 70s and 80s. They have a lot of local, and they tour outside of the country a lot. But outside of people who know what's up with reggae and calypso, they wouldn't know who they are. But they're Jamaican royalty, and
I have some old friends, the Bad Brains. You ever heard of the Bad Brains?
Oh, I am a big fan of the Bad Brains. I actually listened to a documentary the other day that was pretty heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And
I haven't seen them in years, but back in the early 80s when I used to stage dive at CBGB's off the stage, they played it. They played there quite often. Great guys.
No, I'm up on all of that, and I am a strong connoisseur of quality music that lasts the test of time. And hip hop, unfortunately, has, they've gone for the bag and put out a lot of disposable art, as Master Ace would say.
Yeah.
And the dogs have come home to roost. Things are coming full circle. It might not be as profitable as it was before, but quality music will prevail. But the garbage that was sustainable before is not anymore. Like black fatigue is real. Like the garbage fatigue is real. Like people want substance, and they want people who are being authentic. They don't want people who are just jumping onto trends. Like that's done.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Everything okay back in Jamaica with your family and
where I'm at, yes, but that's because Kingston got spared the brunt. But like people need to not get it twisted. Jamaica is obliterated in certain areas.
Okay.
And they said 70% of the island is without power. I just got back Wi-Fi in the house today.
Oh wow. Okay.
But for the most part, we were spared significantly. But like that doesn't need. Like people don't need to think that we weren't hit by a Category 5 hurricane with 185-mile-an-hour winds because.
Are you the guy who I spoke to about Pirate Week? Is that you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm going to actually do my research this weekend because I'm just coming down from preparing for what I thought was a major kick to the nuts. So that's on the agenda at the top of the list as far as research that I'm going to do this weekend because I definitely want to know what's up on that. And I definitely respect your word.
Stay with me 1 second. They've got something else going on. You may or may not have heard about this. I'm sure you have. Vision 2030. Jamaica, you ever heard of it?
Yes. Woo! I've been here. My friend told me about it earlier.
Yeah.
And he said, dude, spend your time this weekend like digging into like what's going on behind that because I heard that and I was like, okay, they're planning something like with the smart cities and just the whole. I got the general gist of it, but I'm going to dive deep this weekend.
Vision2030.gov. They already started back in 2009. But listen, sir, I appreciate the call. Be safe and thank you for your input.
Enough respect, Star. Keep on keeping on with what you're doing, my youth. You're done, though.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bless up.
Bless up. All right. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, well, what's going on with the KFCs down in Jamaica? Did I get this one on the screen? Ronald. If I had to listen to 6 hours of Skylar Saunders, I might have to put the blicky in my mouth and be released from this mortal coil. Okay. Whereas, speaking of Skylar Saunders, what's going on with you, man, on a Friday night?
Still doing well, sir. They just wrapped up the what's her name? Alicia Andrews case. She got off with a manslaughter charge, and they're going to do the sentencing sometime before Thanksgiving.
What is her name again?
But I said that. Not that I'm like a big predictor, but
can you give me her name again? I don't remember what you said, so I'll Google her right now.
Yeah, Alicia Andrews.
Alicia Andrews, convicted of manslaughter, you say?
Convicted of manslaughter, yes.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Found guilty. Yes, she's going to be sentenced sometime before Thanksgiving. That's what the judge says. She's trying to figure out the best way, because she has another murder case on her docket.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I thought the trial was over. I thought it was over, but they extended another 2 hours. But I had already spent 9 hours. It was the longest run I ever had.
Well, now hang on a second, Skylar. I'm looking at something here 1 hour ago. Jurors, it says jurors are now deliberating. You said that the jury already came back?
Yeah, already came back. That was an hour ago. That was a long time ago.
Okay. And she has been convicted manslaughter.
Manslaughter, yeah.
You did it. That was a 6-hour live you did, right?
It was a 9 hour live. Yeah.
Okay. Manslaughter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they kept saying, if she's convicted of all charges, she could face life in prison. I'm like, that's not going to happen. She's not going to spend the rest of her life in prison.
Okay. Hey, man, my main topic this evening, I'm saying rap music is trash, and I'm glad it's finally over. Not that you have to agree with me. It's been removed from the Billboard Top 40 Hot 100 charts. Any thoughts, Skylar?
It needs to be, because I'm just about to get into it's a related issue because it's rap music. I'm gonna do the YB and NLE, the great feud. I don't even want to call it a beef. I'm just gonna call it a feud. And this should be like the final nail in the coffin of rap music, the sludge of rap.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, man, I appreciate the call. Anything else with regards to your platform you want to mention, Skylar?
Yeah, just go to Skylar Saunders on YouTube. Just search my name if you can't find me any other way. Just make sure you type in SKYLER space SA or on search it'll go. But my address is Sky Saunders, SKYSAUNDERS.
Okay, great to talk to you, man. Salute.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Salute.
Skylar Saunders. Someone from NA Rock. Okay. Are you some type of what's going on? You had a dream about me? Who are you? I appreciate the donation. I'm not sure where you're going. You had a dream about me? What, robbing somebody, setting somebody up, or what's going on? When people talk about dreams from Brooklyn, usually that's some type of West Indian thing, you know? Where is area code? Okay, sit tight in the queue. I see you there. Give me a second. I'm going to take my break in about 5 minutes. I think I've had enough wine for tonight. I don't want to overdo it. Hey, Vera, I got your donation. Vera, I don't, I say this with all due respect. I don't answer to anybody, so I'm not used to giving itineraries or pinpointing when I'm going to go here or there. I have to go up to New York next month, business, and there's a good chance I'm going to be moving back to New York, but I don't have a date in particular. I like to just get up, and if I feel like it one day, I get on the road. Are you trying to line me up? What's going on? Okay. You have to send a picture, darling. You know, you got a lot of niggas with wigs out here playing those little games, and I'm not falling for the bullshit, but thank you for your donation. Okay. Thank you, Deeds. Hold on. Deeds is fact-checking behind Skylar Saunders. Okay. So we got the Alicia Andrews found guilty of manslaughter rather than first-degree murder. While she was sitting up in that courtroom putting on lipstick, smiling, cracking jokes and shit. Julio Fulio. He's out of here. Thank you for your patience. Area code 678. Are you there? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, that's a little too noisy. I'm sorry. I can't make the people suffer, you know. Area code 718. Good evening. Are you there? Friday night. Talking about rap music. It's over. Out of here. Yes, no, maybe. 718.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, my bad. How you doing, Star? Good night, man. I'm a good evening.
What's going on with you, man? How are you, sir?
Ain't nothing. Yeah, that was me. That yeah, it is a West Indian thing, I guess, when you say
good night.
When they have a dream. Mm-hmm. No, it was just maybe I was probably watching you one night or something, but
Oh, you the guy who sent the donation talking about you had a dream about me, sir?
Yeah, it wasn't nothing kind of, you know what I mean? It was just one of them dreams where
what type of body boy shit you talking about?
Nah, man. Nah, none of that. None of that
what
stuff.
You talking about, man?
It was like one of them dreams where, you know, I guess you one of them people I watch all the time.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm here, sir, but I would rather not hear about your dream and you're giggling, sir. Come on.
Nah, I ain't one of them type of dreams. I'm trying to say, ain't that funny. Okay. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You know, I watch you a lot and listen to you a lot. Excuse me. But it was.
Are you from Riot Heights, sir? Where are you from? You said N.A. Rock.
Nah. I'm from Madison in Bedford, Bedford, Notion.
Okay. You're still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's the area around there? Because, you know, there's been a lot of changes. You got all sorts of different eateries up and down Franklin Avenue, Nostrand Avenue. Shit's different now. I guess that's a good thing, yes?
Yeah. I'm from there, but I'm in Philly right now. I live in Northeast Philly.
Okay, so you're not still in Brooklyn. I just asked if you were still there.
I commute back and forth. I'll be there a lot checking out my mom's and making sure she's good. But
salute.
But but I'm in Northeast Philly right now.
Let's get to rap music. You don't have to agree with me. I'm saying it's, you know, it's reached a point where, you know, it's just it's overkill in my opinion, and the culture is so deplorable. Not that you have to agree with me. I think it's a combined effort that it's no longer in the top 40. This hasn't happened since 1990, if I'm not mistaken. One of Bismarck's tracks. This is a planned effort. What say you?
Yeah, I feel like since the last 5 years, it's different because if I remember back then, I'm 56. You know what I'm saying? But I remember when rap music, R&B, everything, I don't care how hard the rap music was. I don't care what they talked about. You could still, you know, bop your head to it, dance, shake your hip, whatever. It was a story behind the rap and everything. But now it's just, I got money. I got flashy cars, whatever, phones, whatever. It's nothing that draws you into it no more. All you look at is just all these things, all these guys show that I got this money. And you know, some of them got the gift of gab. You know, you hear little lyrics from them. You're like, oh, I like that, but it don't get you pull. It don't pull you into it.
But now you're almost 60. Yes, you're almost 60.
Yeah, yeah, almost. Yeah. I'm 56. I still got a little swag with me, but I'm old, man. I'm an OG.
But now hold on. But now at the same time, you should gravitate away to certain things that they're talking about, especially if people are talking about the club. The club. I mean, that is the most, to me, the most saddest thing where they're promoting the club, and it's like anybody in their 50s or their 60s should not be in a fucking club at night. It's just, it doesn't make sense.
Nah, I'm never that.
Health-wise, driving after dark, it almost seems like it's just geared towards the younger generation, and maybe social media plays a part. I don't know. I'll let you land your plane.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna land my plane, but but straight up, I'm not in the clubs no more. None of that. That don't do nothing for me. I got a crib, but I can't say I don't like rap music. So I listen to it in the crib. I mix it up with everything.
Gotcha.
But in the clubs, yeah. But it, like you said, it's dead now, man. You know what I'm saying? So it don't draw you into it no more. Like you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I find myself, not because I'm an old head, but I find myself listening to the old raps, and it just, I'd rather listen to that all day. And I don't even think it's because I'm an old head. I just think that it's more.
Do you listen to drill rap? Drill rap.
Excuse me? No, not really. No.
I do.
Not really. Yeah, I feel you. You've been said that. Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because I need to know what these little savages are up to. You have to learn the lingo. When they're talking about up,
yeah, I learned that.
When they're talking about up it and click.
Nah. I do check out little things like that. So I do try to. That's why you will hear me listen to certain raps and everything.
Are you a father?
Have young boys talk.
Are you a father?
Yes, I am. I just lost a son. Yeah. I just lost a son.
Sorry to hear
at
that.
25 years old.
Yeah. If you have kids, you have to pay attention to what these little super predators are talking about. But listen, man, I gotta go. Salute. Thank you, sir.
Salute, Star. Stay up, man.
Stay up. Thank you, man. Star Report, I'm back in the building. Thank you for your patience. Okay, Friday night, my title, rap music is trash, and I'm glad it's finally over. Billboard has removed it. First time it has not been in the top 40 in Billboard Hot 100 in 35 years. That's making a statement. Anybody want to call in with some type of conspiracy? Come on. Friday night. I'm telling you, it's a combined effort. The charts. I remember when NWA's album was it Niggas for Life? Whoo! That's when the sound scale. Let me Google to be accurate. Niggas for Life. You want to talk about upsetting things. Niggas for Life. May 28th, 1991. That album on Ruthless Priority caused a big disturbance with regards to SoundScan for those who, go back that far. Let me see if there's anything here with regards to it. Niggas for Life debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. But in its second week, peaked at number 1. So, the charting positions over the decades, if you will, I'm just going to say they have been receptive and at times fugazi. They're heavily influenced by the labels that want to hire independents to market songs. Well, now you have streams, but back then, cassettes, vinyl, CDs. Many labels paid for positioning. They most certainly did. I was one of the people that, I would call a store, again, from all the way up to Maine down to Florida. Some of the positioning that I needed at whether it be radio stations, because I handled mostly pop and rock and roll music. I would send someone a box of cleans. I've told you guys this before, yes? send them a box of cleans to a mom and pop retail store. They could then sell those. They could sell the cleans. And that's how you got certain positions. You call them back the next week. Hey, Chris, it's terrain. Hey, man, did I get that report to radio? Number 3 positioning. When Billboard calls in, this is prior to SoundScan. When Billboard calls in about sales, can I get a number 12 position? It was that fucking detailed. That's why I was sitting here with the goddamn typewriter, typing up those fucking reports. And I've already told you this already, right? Let's get back to the phone lines here. Area code 203. Rap music. Are you up to speed? Billboard Hot 100. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes. Good evening. How are you, sir? Good evening.
How you doing, Star?
I'm good, sir.
Listen, man. It's. I'm not gonna stay long. It's sad what hip hop became and what it's become. It's like it's just no talent. It's just no lyricism. It's nothing no more for me to listen to, man. It's like, damn, I don't know, man. It's all bad, and I'm glad you touching on this topic because it's like, damn, man. It's like we lost something good, man. And I was a part of the golden era. I grew up in the 90s. I'm 85, baby. And we had so much talent. Nas, Big J. I'm not a huge Tupac fan, but Tupac had me in tears. That was his talent. He wasn't the best lyricist, but he had me in tears listening to that first verse of Thug's Mansion. And it's a loss. It's a loss. It's not depressing, but it's depressing because them 90s, them days was just, damn, it's lost, man. That's all I got, man.
No, stay with me. Stay with
depressing.
me. No, I appreciate the call. How old are you again?
I just turned 40 in August.
40, okay. So
Yeah.
You were young, respectfully, when Tupac was killed. You gravitated towards him after he was dead, yes? Because when he was alive, a lot of people from New York didn't fuck with Tupac.
Nah, I did. My older brother put me on, so I always listened to Pac, but I wasn't just. I'm a fan of like lyricists. Like Big was a lyricist, Cannabis, Big L, Jay, Nas. Like,
how old were you when Tupac was killed, sir? How old were you when he was killed?
What year was it? 90, 96, 97? I was 11. I was in 7th or 6th grade. But I'm born a hip hop head. I go back to Slick Rick.
No, sir, I hear you. I'm not trying to in any way, shape, or form say you didn't understand the manifestation. I'm just saying, people got it twisted about Tupac. New York wasn't fucking with him like that. They weren't giving him a lot of burn on radio. He was doing a lot of extra shit. He was in the press all the goddamn time. So they had to.
He was doing too much.
They had to acknowledge him, and he himself, his whole history out of B-more, and then he went out to the Bay Area. So he was doing a lot. But a lot of New York niggas
doing too much.
They weren't loving him like that when he was alive.
But the crazy thing is, Mob James said it too. Like, why did he get that MOB tattoo on his chest and he wasn't real blood? So I didn't like the whole acting, the whole tough guy image thing, whatever. But I did like a couple of Pac songs, but it just lyrically, nah, he wasn't that dude. And when Nas came up with that song Rewind, it's like, that's talent right there. There's no more of that, Star. It's like, I try to listen to the music. I got daughters. They don't listen to it. But these young cats, I be trying to what is they talking?
Do you listen to drill rap, sir? Sir.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm 40. That stuff go to my head, and it's like, nah. Did I see the impact it's having? When I was in the street, well, not even in the street, but I was outside, there was cats that had Uzis. Now they got these little switches that they could just put in the back of their Glock. And that's it. That's an Uzi right there. And a lot of that comes from the drill and people, the switches and it's too much.
Sir, with all due respect, how old are your daughters?
My oldest is going to turn 18 next month, and my youngest is 16. They don't listen to it.
Well,
they don't listen to it. They swear to it.
Sir, whether they listen to it or not, I mean, if I were you, I would listen in because they're saying some hot shit. Chef G, Busy Banks, and a whole lot of other cats, Sleepy Hollow, and they're saying some crazy shit, man.
They're not lyric. I try. I really do. The only person I can listen to, well, a couple people.
Well, sir, they don't have to be lyricists. They're shooters. respectfully, and I'm not. Go ahead.
Who want to listen to that though?
Okay.
Nobody wants to listen to that. Coming from my era to now, Star, you get it because you was there. You get it.
I listen to drill rap. So listen, I appreciate the call, man. Salute.
I start.
I don't listen because I'm all excited about what they're what they're doing. But hey, I gotta know what the fuck Didi Osama's talking about. Sugar Hill, D-Dot, and the rest of them niggas. Look at them in the live chat. Free K Flock. Hang on a second. David D. Cordova wants to cam up. Guys, at the top of the live chat is the text-to-speech link. Text-to-speech. David, check your... Check your email. Hold on a second. Someone sent me... Okay, I've got a... not going to mention her name, but I've got a... female suing me. Well, I haven't been served. Let me not give her credit just yet. Claims that I am her common law husband. I'm not going to get into the details. All right, Blade, I can't necessarily play this video right now, but what's going on? What is Blade talking about, guys?
Baltimore cop tries to run a nigger over with a Ford Explorer SUV.
Anybody know what Blade is talking about? He just sent me that text-to-speech donation.
Baltimore cop tries to run a nigger over with a Ford Explorer SUV.
Did he hit the nigger? That's the question.
Baltimore cop tries to run a nigger over with a Ford Explorer SUV.
Thank you, Deeds. David D. Cordova from Today's Religious Talk. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Star. How's it going?
It's going, man. Rap music removed from the Billboard Top 40 and Billboard 100 Hot List. Any thoughts?
Yeah, first I want to say that this is a topic worth drinking to. So I had to celebrate and get me a drink tonight to celebrate this topic because I'm so glad, rap music has become trash. And this is a wake-up call because rap music is like prostitution. You use them and then you discard them. You shower them with gifts and all the material, and then after you throw them away. And by Billboard doing this, it's just them discarding rap in general because they have no use for it after, right? So if the culture has any self-respect and dignity, they would take this as a wake-up call.
Okay. But now at the same time, I mean, there's, are the rappers, what is the next move, shall we say? Is it just going to go underground quietly, or might we see rappers working together to build their own streaming sites, kind of like how Jay-Z did?
That would be a miracle, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. It's funny because there was once a Jay-Z line. It said, Hove, there ain't many of us. I told him less is more. There's plenty of us. So even Jay-Z has the mentality of, like, in other words, not having too many people at the top.
Right.
I don't see them collectivizing and coming together, I think they're just going to continue propagating the same message until they can't do it anymore, until it comes to a halt. So the forces that be are sick of it when rap becomes a liability, when they're no longer interested. And by
are we just too old, David? I'm too old. How old are you again? I forget.
42.
Are we just too old? The music is geared towards people in their teens and early 20s. You're too old. Fuck what y'all talking about.
That's one way to look at it, and that could be a good point. But at the same time, these kids are dying in the studio. These kids are getting shot up in the stew. It's called the stew. Rappers getting killed in the studio making beats. So, so maybe we live to be old. They're dying young. They're getting killed, right? So up in the stew. Yeah, how many times have I heard that?
On your YouTube channel, which is on the screen, by the way, youtube.com/@today'sreligioustalk, you go pretty hard at rappers by way of organized religion, and you hold them to task, if you will. You make them accountable for certain things. Yes, no?
Yes, sir, absolutely, because I believe that the rappers are complicit in the destruction of the youth. And they are agents, and they're propagating this degenerative culture, this anti-value culture. And you got people got to understand, these rappers, their kids go to private school. They're living a different life. They're on a different social economic status and bracket. So while they're influencing the suburbs with this criminalized culture to make your young child want to wear a shiesty. Now these young kids, they're wearing ski masks as fashion. Can you believe that? You know, when you got breaking and looting in the malls going on everywhere, and your kid, what if he gets mistaken and a security guard grabs him and roughs your child up, right? So these rappers are complicit in the destruction of the youth because they're propagating this negative message, the over materialization, the over sexualization, the drug use. You know, we can go on and on, degradation of females. But now the violence, it's the violence now, right? So, you know, it's disgusting. It's getting out of hand. It really is.
Do you think that the propaganda is playing a part? And maybe it's not that deep. Maybe there's just a drought with rap music. Maybe next month it'll be on and popping again.
Well, it's definitely a lack of creativity because everyone's doing the same thing. Some of these guys, they're not even gangsters, right? So they've taken on the persona and the identity of people that lived a criminal lifestyle or people that were involved in the underworld. And it's funny how we still accept that, right? They've taken on, whether it's a correctional officer that wants to be a glorified drug dealer and adopt his persona. This is such a gimmick, and we buy it. These people, they're taking serial killer names, gangster names. You know, people got to do their research and see that this is.
Hang on a second, David. Hold on. On the screen is it T? No, these young niggas just suck and zesty. I would agree. I've never seen such a fucking zesty generation. I mean, some of the goddamn. You know, the new videos that pop up when I'm scrolling and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, it's a turnoff, if you will. Doesn't what's his name wear a thong? Playboy Cardi, troll babies. Dave, you ever see Playboy Cardi? He wears a thong, doesn't he?
I see him. I know about no thong business though. I wasn't aware.
I hate it.
That agenda, that's a part of it as well, right? So they're trying to push the feminization of the black male.
Batman behavior.
You know?
Okay. I'm sorry. You were saying? Go ahead.
No, it's all part and parcel of a large scale attack on a people, on a group of people, right? And it's the destruction of the people. And like I said, the rappers should be held to accountable. We need to stop this. You know, it's disgusting. It's gotten out of control. The prostitution rap, the gangster, the drill music, the trap music, all this nonsense, right? And it's just, sorry.
I was listening. I think drill music is necessary. Can you hang on, David, and take a call or two with me?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think any logical, sane person in 2025 could defend rap music. You'd have to be clinically insane to not see what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, is that Nat from Michigan? Area code 517.
Yo, Star, this is Nat from Michigan.
Hey, man, good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, sir?
I had my wife. I still don't have Venmo, but my wife sent in a donation through her Venmo.
Salute. I appreciate
And
it.
I sent an email. I sent an email. Please don't use her name, which you did. I hope no one remembers that.
Okay, I got you.
But regardless, peace to David. I respect the conversation. I've been seeing for years on this on your platform that hip hop and rap music is a total psyop. The devil attacks the children. It's the most powerful influence ever. Is this hip hop and what it's turned into? I don't even call it hip hop no more. What it's turned into these days is nasty. It's intentional, and it's an attack. I remember when I was in the streets, like I left home at an early age, and my mother came to find me. My mother, what me and you have in common, I had a white mother, and my white mother came to find me in the streets at an age, and I remember telling her that I said I will never leave the hip hop music. It's got a hold on me. And I look back at that now, 25, 30 years later.
Right.
And how I look at myself, it's like, for sure, it's a psyop 100%.
Well, we grow out of things, you know. Maybe, and to be fair, to be objective, maybe it's something else now. And the older generation, you can't relate. You shouldn't be listening. And that's it. You know, it's what it once was something different. You know, y'all go ahead with that golden era shit. We on a different type of time now. Is that fair?
I mean, that is fair, but at the same time, though, I said it's all about the devil and the evilness of it. They're always going to come up with new tactics to entice the youth. He don't attack grown men who have they stuff together. He's going to attack the kids who are influenced. They're mad at their mom. They mad at their dad. They mad at things. Come over here with me, and that's what hip hop does for a long time. And you talk about Tupac. You know, I always bring notes. Tupac was 100% compliant and used as a psyop. He wasn't even from the people he influences. He was not even a part of that culture. He flip-flops all the time. White people I know, they say Tupac's a great. They don't even know Tupac records. It was just something that happened. He was used.
You're absolutely correct. I'm so glad you mentioned Tupac's name because he started this downward spiral with the introduction of Thug Life. And even though he tried to spin it, the hate you give little infants F's us all, that started from we went from Thug Life to Savage Life to Demon Time. So he was the one that introduced us on this downward path, right? So you're absolutely right. I'm so glad you brought up that name.
I don't know if he introduced it. I think he reached a certain point where it exploded, but he wasn't the first, gangster rapper per se. He was one of the original, one of the original people who, was going super viral before that was even a word. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, no?
I just know he promoted that term heavy.
Come on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure he was out there. I mean, he was dusty. The typical guy that was raised by his mother. His mother was something. He was influenced by women, radical women. So he never had a male influence. He was all over the place. This ain't about Pac. It's about he was just a pawn in the movement of the psyop. I was born in 1977. So in 84, 85, 86, the hip hop that I grew up on, the Poor Righteous Teachers, the Brand Nubians in the late 80s, early 90s, that got squashed. We all know the routine. That got squashed that's for a purpose. That was the psyop part of it, to make women bitches, hoes, these things. And we all fell in line to that. So 100%, the evil needs innocence. You know what I'm saying? Evil never wants to attack somebody who got shit made. They want to attack the suckers in the chat right now, blazing you in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But Star, it's good to hear from you. The Snap for Mission calling in. Like I said, I sent a donation in. I was worried life goes fast, and I didn't hear from you for weeks. And I checked in. I sent you a little check-in.
I appreciate you, Nat.
Have a good night.
Yes, sir. So,
David, peace.
All right.
Thank you. Respect.
Nat from Michigan. So let's bring it back here to rap music, David. You're up in Canada. In Canada. So down here in the States, again, Billboard, for those who don't know, they released a statement with regards to recurrent rule change. And for those of you raised on radio and you know what a recurrent song is, a recurrent is an older song. And by way of research, it is proven that people respond or react to certain recurrent songs. So, pardon me, Billboard has slowed down the once. Hang on a second, I'm looking here at the schedule, and with regards to the recurrent songs, they're saying that this is the reason why there's no rap music in the top 40 right now. Not that they're saying their formula is going to change, but they're modifying things. Are you a radio listener up in Canada, David?
Not anymore. I used to be. Our main, we used to have Flow 93.5, but back in the day, we used to listen to the Buffalo station, 93.7 WBOK. That was the station back in the day.
Okay. Well, this is something worth looking into. Again, Billboard's recurrent rule change. Previously, descending songs were removed from the Hot 100 once falling below number 25 after 52 weeks or below number 50 after 20 weeks. Descending songs will now depart via the following thresholds once they are. Okay. So then we got a breakdown here: below number 5 after 78 weeks, below number 10 after 52 weeks, below number 25 after 26 weeks, below number 50 after 20 weeks. As I said earlier, with regards to TSLs, time spent listening, they're trying to figure out ways to combat the newer generations, not just listening habits, but scrolling habits and things that occupy their times. No longer will people, again, just sit idly by as a whole block of fucking commercials plays. That's not what they're doing now. David, stay with me a second, right? Let me go to area code 902. Someone else calling in from Canada. Hey there, are you calling in from Canada? 902?
Yes, I am.
Hey, how are you, sir? Where do you want to start? Good evening.
I just want to get started with the rap music.
Okay.
I made a shift back in 2019, actually, because back in 2008, I used to listen to Styles P, AR Ab, and I was heavily influenced by them.
Okay.
Back in 2019, I made the conscious decision to make a switch from rap and started listening to country music because that's where my nanny grew up on.
Okay.
And country music was a genre that was taken by the white man back in the day, that was created by the black man.
I'm listening. His phone dropped. I didn't hang up on him. I was letting him talk. Kid, I got your donation on the screen. Hip-hop died when Mystique did. Now anyone can record in their bedroom, upload by morning, and flood the mainstream. I'm not for gatekeeping, but easy access killed the grind that gave it soul. That has a lot of merit to it. That particular comment. Stay with me, David. Sure. Area code 310. Are you there? Good evening. 310.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Star?
How are you, man?
All right. Hello to David D. Cordova. So I want to, man, I'm looking at this Billboard list, Star, and I noticed that I feel like the Billboard is not a true representation of hip hop.
Okay.
Right. I don't even, other than like Kendrick Lamar, I don't follow the Billboard. I'm a hip hop fan, true diehard hip hop fan. I love hip hop, but none of the people that I listen to have ever been ranked on the Billboard. I'm listening to Bodie James out of Detroit. I'm listening to the Griselda Boys out of Buffalo, New York. I don't think that this is a true representation of what should be on the Billboard. Right. I'm looking at number 10 on the Billboard list, and I'm seeing Leon Thomas, I'm a Mutt. That's a pop song. That's a great song. I feel like he deserved that spot. We got a lot of black representation in the Billboard, on the Billboard Top 40. We got Chris Brown on there. We got Mariah the Scientist on there. I think that's perfect. I don't feel like hip hop should be a representation of somebody that's in their 50s and 60s. What about rock and roll?
Okay.
You don't see these guys in their 60s walking around with, mohawks and, wearing the biker stuff. And, I think that hip hop is a genre for the youth. And I think that is perfect. The timing of everything going on is perfect.
Can I respond?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You bring up some very, very valid points, but, rap music, it spills over into our everyday lives. Sadly, we have women in their 40s and their 50s trying to live out the city girl life, scamming, finessing. Sadly, a 61-year-old man like myself, I will grip up on a 12-year-old black kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm sorry. No, sorry. I'll grip up because I'm just not sure what type of poison, is going into your mind. And if you can't distinguish fantasy from reality, it's not my fucking problem. If it comes down to me or you, it's going to be you. I'm going to catch a charge blasting a 15-year-old. Would you say that the culture of insanity, not necessarily the music, I'm not, trying to quote unquote blame the music, I just don't like the music. Would you say that the culture of insanity is influencing the music?
I would say, I think it's kind of hard for me to answer that, because that's just a small percentage of individuals that are listening to that. Most people are not listening to, a Pooh Shiesty or a trap rapper or a drill rapper. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes like Playboy Cardi, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely. These guys are like rapping about weird stuff. So I don't think it resonates the same.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to figure out where the glorification of the ignorance comes from. I think that most black people in America, well, they used to be conservative, hardworking, law-abiding, and tax-paying. Propaganda would lead us to believe that most black people are just savages, degenerates, and lowlifes. I don't believe that. Let me just finish my point here. Let me just finish my point.
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we've got the acceptance of ignorance now, and that concerns me. Go ahead.
Yes, I think it just goes back to I don't know why we choose to concentrate on this small subset genre of hip hop. Like I mentioned to you earlier, Star, hip hop is a genre within a genre. It's so many different ways you can go. You can have the boom bap, you can have the trap, you can have just so many different levels of it. And I just feel like we just choose to focus on just the negative side of hip hop. And I feel like a lot of that, you said the Jews are not responsible, but I think a lot of them are pushing that onto our kids, because at the end of the day, we don't want to hear a Rhapsody, Star. We want to hear
We want to hear a sexy red. We don't want, we don't want to hear, we don't want to hear the I'm gonna land my plane though. I'm gonna land my plane. Thank you. Thank you.
No. Stay with me. I'm not rushing you off the line. I'm trying to let you get your point out. Dave, you want to chime in? This man's making some good points. David?
Yeah, two things. I wouldn't blame the Jewish community. Don't blame the Jews. It's our fault because this is what we want. We're the consumer. This is what we want to see. And I do agree with you when you said hip hop is perfect for the youth. It is perfect for the youth because it's designed for the youth. It's specifically targeted for them to criminalize the youth. And that's the problem. It's creating a criminal culture because it's promoting drug dealers and strippers, right? So this is becoming aspirational now. So this is the issue as an older man that I have with the art form. Right? Not that we're outdated or we can't relate to the music, whatever. No, the problem is that what has rap ever done for us other than stigmatize us and racially profile us? What is it? Why are we holding on to it?
It has created jobs. It has allowed certain groups to create businesses. I will say that. I mean, it's not all bad. Some things that if you work together, again, pool your resources, certain things can elevate some families, not the masses. The masses are consumers. The masses are the uncivilized. We need the uncivilized, but go ahead.
Yeah, I've always said that hip hop has enriched the few at the expense of the masses. So it has created a lot of millionaires and our billionaire hip hop mogul. But I just feel like the rest of us, the majority of us, we're at a severe disadvantage because I think it's marred the image of people of color globally. Because they paint us all with the same lens. That's all.
Okay. Let's let this man land his plane. Sir, you have the last word. Go ahead.
Okay. I have a question I would like to ask. Okay. So last weekend, we saw the verses, right? We saw two of the South or hip hop period, biggest entrepreneurs with cash money and no limit. We saw these individuals, which who I love and I think they're amazing. They were able to make money off of pushing violence, drugs selling, Master P with ghetto dope and all this stuff. So all of a sudden now they was able to do it, but when the new generation does it, it's a problem. I'm gonna land my plane.
Okay. Thank you for your call. Thank you. All right. Okay. David, on the screen. I can't read that. My eyes. It's kind of tiny. The rulers back again. The masses would rather hear the ignorant rap and not intellectual stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly.
The masses want to hear ski, bust your head, bust your head, bust your head, right? Ski. David, great land your plane. I'm gonna wrap this up shortly. I've been here almost 3 hours. David D. Cordova.
Yeah, I just want to say that hip hop. It used to stand for the acronym. It was Professor Griff that put me onto this. It was Higher Infinite Power Healing Our People. So it started off as a good thing, but it's been co-opted to promote a degenerative message that I believe is destructive to the youth because it criminalizes the youth and it's to a detriment to society. We're talking about stuff like black fatigue in the mainstream media, all these conversations, people like Charlie Kirk, God bless the dead, when you mentioned the stuff about the black people. So this is all part and parcel of a larger thing. So I just want to challenge people to imagine what would life be like for people of color without hip hop. Think about that. And I'll leave on that note.
Are you posting any new videos on your platform, David? Today's Religious Talk?
Yes, sir. Right now, I have a new video that I released last night. It's called "Are You Praying in Vain?" Right? Yes, and it's part of my series, Prayer versus Punishment. Because I'm trying to create a discourse and a dialogue about prayer. Because I want to know, what is the intended purpose of prayer? Is it result oriented? What are you getting out of it? And I wanna challenge the church.
Hang on now. Hang on. Can I jump in? You seem to have gone kind of hard in the paint here ever since I did that show. What was that question I asked? Ever since I came back from having pneumonia, and I said, if you sent me energy and you felt like your energy reached me, and so be it. I'm not tripping. I mean, there is a pulsating signal out there in the Milky Way. I mean, that's a fact. But you seem to now be going kind of hard at people who pray.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
You know what? Honestly, I just been doing a lot of thinking. It was a thought endeavor, and I thought about it. I said, you know what? God brought Star back. Your prayers didn't bring Star back. The mission ain't complete.
I reject that respectfully, but okay. So your next video, you're posting it when?
Well, I forget. I'm juggling and bouncing between so many different topics. I'm really enjoying the whole prayer thing though, because I just want people to think out of the box and challenge this whole. I feel it's a lot of lip service. Like everyone's just the culture of religion. You know, I'll pray for you. You know, hope everything goes well. Or we're a prayer warrior, prayer team. And to me, I'm like, what does that mean?
So you don't want people finding inner comfort through their prayers. Inner comfort.
No, for what? Like, what would inner comfort for what? Hell no. We're not here to be comfortable. That's the problem. Yeah, no way. Hell no. That's how the yeah. Sorry,
David. Great to talk to you, man.
Thank you, Star. Great show.
Salute.
I'm sipping tonight. Yeah,
Okay.
have a good one. Yeah.
David D. Cordova from Today's Religious Talk. Guys, sit tight in the phone queue. Top of the live chat is the text-to-speech donation link. If you want to talk a little crazy, hang on a second. Relentless, I got your donation via text-to-speech. I'll get this working a little better the next time I do a show. I forgot how to really work this. It's been a while. Okay, hold on. This is Relentless. This is his comment.
The elephant in the room is that if you ain't on top of your streaming game, you're not globally relevant. Billboard is a dinosaur. K-pop.
Okay, Billboard is a dinosaur. K-pop. Okay, and what else? K-pop, Taylor Swift, and certain rappers are on their streaming agenda. Okay. I would agree with you. Billboard is a dinosaur because, as I said earlier, they're trying to figure out how to take the old formula of research and integrate it with today's listening and viewing habits. It's caused a real chaotic scene, if you will. Okay. Thank you for your donation, Relentless. I think this is the homie right here. Peace, left-handed. Is that you, sir? Tapping in Friday night. Left-handed.
Peace. What's going on, man? How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm saying rap music is trash, and I'm glad it's finally over. You don't have to agree with me, but Billboard has removed, if you will, by way of their new system, older recurrent songs, and it's caused a gap in terms of rap music in the top 40 and Hot 100. What say you?
I'm from the era of before all of this became mangled and twisted and everybody came up with their own definition of what was hip hop, what was dope, was hot, was trash, was garbage, right? Before it got kind of out of pocket with the violence and over the top, because I remember a time when Rodney C and KK Rockwell came out on stage with the mafia suits and the hats, and they had guns. And KK was like, "Can I shoot my gun? New York City, can I shoot my gun?" Nobody left the Lower East Side amphitheater shot. Nobody got stabbed. Somebody might have got robbed, but that was hip hop, right?
Okay.
You come back the next night, you go to another party, right? So now, as it spread and it became like wildfire and it gained traction, up and that already was, Jersey and Connecticut was already on it because I was going to parties in Jersey, Connecticut back then,
Okay.
right? So again, everybody adopted their own thing, but they wasn't moving like New York or New Jersey or Connecticut. They was doing their own thing. And once it got crowded, you used to be able to travel to different parts of the country and hear different hip hop and things of that nature, where they was coming from and how they was doing it, right? New York City is the germination of this, where it was created and all of that. So that's why everything had to go back to New York. Oh, if New York don't accept you, you can't rock. No. Now all the different parts of the country and regions did their own thing and kind of like ignored New York, left New York for dead because New York was cannibalizing itself. And you know this,
Yeah, I was
right?
just about to jump in there and say New York.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No,
I'm sorry.
New York with all that internal feuding, they did it.
Right.
They did it to themselves as well. We can't just blame, other regions. Okay, so might we just be too old? F that Billboard nonsense. We going in a different direction. Don't nobody need Billboard. Is that a plausible thought? Goddamn.
That's very plausible because when did we ever really need Billboard? The streets was our Billboard, right? Because you got artists out here that, they mentioned the Slick Ricks of the world and those guys and stuff like that. We give them much applause, much respect. But the average dude who's on the periphery of it hears what they want to hear and they don't respect where it came from. So again, at the end of the day, the only thing that keeps it with the legs is that the old school stuff. This new school stuff, it don't stick to the wall. And then these cats try to scare you into liking their music. You know what I mean? You're not going to influence me for nothing. I don't know. I can't tell you 5 Drake records. And what? What you going to do? Right? But you can't name 5 De La Soul records. Right? You can't name 3 Cold Crush Brothers records. You don't care about the history of this thing. And once the history of it got diluted and you got away from it, and cats not start caring about how this thing came to be, now it became easy to proliferate it. Now everybody gets in. Now everybody can rap. Now everybody can do music. Now you push a button and everybody's a fan of yours. That's garbage. And now really for Billboard in 35 years, you mean you new cats, all you tough guys, all you gangsters, you couldn't hold it down? You couldn't hold down the Billboard? Because that's all you talk about when somebody says your music is garbage. Well, I'm on Billboard. Well, you ain't no more. Now what you gonna do?
Can I jump in for a second, left-handed?
I gotta go.
What's that?
I'm still doing my thing at the slave, man. I gotta go, man. I'm still at work. I just wanted to tap in before we get out of here.
Okay, peace.
All right?
Peace.
We'll talk, please.
Peace is at the Most High tapping in. Area code 347 Friday night. Peace.
Peace.
How are you, man? What's cracking? I'm shaking.
Everything's good. Real quick. Yeah, man. I think it's irrelevant that Billboard no longer has hip hop within its charts or whatever the case is. I always felt like it was kind of like a Grammy. It just is kind of like pale mind validation for an art form that we don't really need. Okay. Hip hop has had its problems over the last 30 years. It's gotten progressively worse. And if you want to be objective about it, at least in my opinion, the formula for what makes hit records or chart, records that chart now is the same formula. It's auto-tune. It's the same type of drum patterns. It's synthesizers for the most part. Forget the sampling because that's gonna make me sound like a regular old nigga or whatever. But there's no variety in the music at all. It's really the same formula, literally the same pretty much subject matter. It's it's De La Soul coined the phrase. I don't know if it was Prince Paul back in the days, but R&B stands for rap and BS, and that's exactly what this is now. It's R&B, meaning that it's hip hop, tinged, but it's mostly, dudes that can't sing and they're using auto-tune to carry a note and to express themselves. So, and I mean literally almost every dude, whether they from the South, the New York drill kids are doing it, Chicago drill kids are doing it, Atlanta kids are doing it. So the formula is pretty much the same. It's not, there's nothing innovative about the music for the most part, at least for the chart
the artists that were charting consistently. Like one of the other callers said, I do listen to Boldy James. I do to you know, a little bit of Freddie Gibbs. I do listen to 38 Special, you know, Trust Gang, a little bit of that. So there's elements of what we would consider either hard.
Hang on a second, the Most High. Relentless Aaron, what area code? You say you're in the queue. What area code, sir? I'm sorry, good. The Most High, you were saying?
I mean, you know, I think a lot of artists over the past 20 plus years in the digital era were able to figure it out and make names for themselves regionally, no matter who you're talking about. I know guys personally that, you know, either they're engineering for artists, you know, in down south or whatever the case is, and they making a ton of money on an independent note, you know, direct to consumer, whatever the case is. So there's always a lane if you're willing to hustle. There's always a lane if you have the knowledge and or you know the right people. So Billboard is not even necessary nowadays, in my opinion.
Okay. If that's a reality, I can accept that. What type of ranking system do you think might be next? I mean, because in order for certain rollouts, campaigns, awards, you know, there has to be something that distinguishes one from the other. The powers that be are always going to get their hooks in. So if Billboard is on the way out, what's next?
Unfortunately, I don't have the answer for that because even the streaming system is just as corrupt, or if not more corrupt, than what the record industry had going on before. So everybody that's trying to get into the trying to become an artist and make a living off of it, or make a couple of dollars off of it, or just use it to, you know, enhance their portfolio and sell themselves in other ways. At this point, you have to look at it like, how can I circumvent Billboard or established, you know, organizations or what have you, and make my money or get my name out there or establish myself as an artist and whatever. I think that's the best way to go about it right now.
Okay.
Man, do not die while I'm on the phone, Star. Please don't, man.
I'm sitting here
sipping
some water, man. But well, listen, I appreciate you. Anything sports-wise we need to talk about? Anything World Series? What's the guy's name? Dart from the Giants.
Jackson Dart. So the Giants. So the Jackson Dart growth pause. The Jackson Dart growth era as a rookie quarterback in New York has begun. He's making his mistakes, but he's definitely showing some promise. He kind of reminds me of a young Brett Favre, a little something like that. That's the best comparison. That's the best comparison that I can make.
But he's losing.
The swag.
How many games has he? How many games has he lost?
Well, I don't know if they lost. I don't think they lost 2 in a row. I know they they lost to the Eagles and they lost to the Saints as well. No. Yeah, they lost to the Saints, they lost to the Eagles, but they had beat the Eagles a couple of weeks ago. And remember, he didn't start the season as a starting quarterback. They had Russell Wilson there.
Gotcha.
So you have, as a rookie quarterback, you definitely have to give him a learning curve. Okay. But in terms of, you know, his outlook and what the potential is, he could definitely be, you know, the starting quarterback for the franchise moving forward. The bum-ass Jets got a win last Sunday. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know how the hell they did it. So they were able to accomplish that. Shador still on the bench. NBA, yeah, man. And you know, there's more being that the Browns suck. They trying to find a way to get him in there, but they really going hard with the, you know, the racism. Oh, you know, he's a young black kid, he was flashy or whatever. They're blackballing him, they're whatever the case is. So
but now hold on a second. Hold on a second. But now was that a rumor that Shador did not want to play in Baltimore behind what's his name?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Is that a rumor?
That was a rumor. I never heard Shador say that. I never heard Dion. You know, remember, Dion was very vocal or instrumental in Shador's, you know, process in terms of him getting drafted, in terms of advice, and even making some type of public statements via the media or whatever the case is. So I never heard anything about that during that process per se. But at the end of the day, if he wasn't trying to go to camps and be evaluated by as many teams as possible, and they were trying to, you know, at least the way he's at right now. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Okay. Before you go, the Most High World Series Game 7 tomorrow. Who are you going for?
The Yankees are not there, so I don't really care. But I'm hating on the Dodgers because they beat the Yankees last year. So let the Blue Jays, get a chip, and I'll be happy with that. Hopefully the Yankees could resurface next year, whatever the case is. But let's go Blue Jays. Yo, Star, I appreciate you, Lord.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Okay.
Peace.
Peace. That was the most high tapping in. And I think this might be my last caller. Area code 404. Is that Relentless Aaron?
Yep.
40.
Hey, what's up, Star? What's going on?
Hey, man, this is Relentless
Yes, sir.
Aaron, author. You were out at the Diddy trial. You were putting boots to the ground. You were getting it in, yes, at the trial.
Even at your age, you remember. That's cool. Yeah, that was me. That was me.
What's going on with you, man? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I was also on the documentary, The Fall of Diddy, all of that stuff. Hey, look, I got to tell my story. Right. That's old news. I dig your title here. Okay. Because and thanks for bringing me on. I'm a man of years like you. I'm 60, right? And been up and down the food chain as far as the music industry goes. So today, the relevant media is who's streaming. Are you streaming on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, YouTube, right? If you stream enough, you'll get to iHeartRadio and certain influencers' playlists and platforms, right? And if you're a hot topic, if you got a strong brand, if you're a part of a legacy brand, that's the ability to get on the platform. And so look, we're talking about Billboard. I said this earlier. Billboard is a dinosaur. They're part of the newsprint media. Right. If you notice, newspapers are irrelevant today. They're not as relevant as, say, getting on one of these platforms like your TMZs, right? Or your academics, or your, Joe Budden. These folks are on top of their streaming, like I said. So here's the equation, folks, because it's not just about, we're talking about these artists and are they streaming and is hip hop streaming or is hip hop relevant? But how can you make this work for your own brand, right? Do you have community? Do you have connectivity? Are you on these platforms? And if you're on these platforms, then you get to stream, and on the back end, you get to make money. While everybody was sleeping, Billboard included, Spotify stepped in and they took over in the digital realm, right? Tidal and Amazon Prime, they took over. So now you're not relevant anymore unless you're streaming. And how do you stream? You have to have a hot topic. You have to have a little bit of talent. You have to be on the vibe code. And that's what I got. That's all I got, Star.
Can I jump in?
Yep.
Yeah. Everything you've just said, I think that's been understood for a couple of years now, that whole pitch, if you will. But Billboard has changed. That they had to because of people's listening habits, and now their shorter attention span and TSL's time spent listening. So with regards to music creativity, we're always going to have people creating. What do you think is the next turn or outlet, if you will? Because something's going to move in, give flight to, if you will. It's not just gonna, the music industry is not just gonna die, but what do you see next?
Well, personalities and platforms are always going to be strong. And so if a certain personality gets on a platform like Shannon Sharp, for instance, he took his sports relevance and his sports popularity and his ESPN popularity and converted it to being an owner and having a platform. Whether it stays or not is still out. The jury's still.
Yeah, I was about to say, with all due respect, you think he's a little toxic right now?
Right. And he did that to himself.
No.
But
I'm asking. I'm not trying to kick his back in, but do you think he's perceived as a little toxic right now? I mean, I was one of the people cheering him on when he first started getting a crack, and I said, "Hey, man, salute." But do you think Do you think using him as an example is such a good thing now?
No, that's just something that comes at the top of my head because I saw some stuff trending recently. But using, for instance, Kai Cenat down here in Atlanta, right? These cats have an understanding of streaming, or they have some people in their camp that are understanding the streaming, and so they have the platform. They're showing you the answer to your question, Star, and that is that if you can hold your audience, however you hold your audience, whether you're singing or you're saying some hot stuff or you're into sports, you can take your community and you can galvanize and you can make a living off of it.
I gotta jump in right there. Not saying you're wrong, but you see, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I pay attention. I saw Kai Cenat sitting there talking to Shannon Sharpe, and he was so happy to say he lives around white people. Did you catch that?
He lives around white people?
He was
Kai.
He was happy to say when he was talking to Shannon Sharpe, I live around all white people. He said it with a fucking Kool-Aid smile. So, whether he, pools his resources with the community or not, I think he's spending money back in Africa some goddamn where. Troll babies, isn't he building a school or something in Africa? I don't think he's, too much concerned about it here now. But go ahead and land your plane. I'm just, going back and forth.
Well, we shouldn't, as consumers, we should not put all of our eggs in one basket. Okay. So Kai Cenat is one person. He can hit a foul ball or he can hit consistent home runs. Okay. We don't know what people are capable of until they do it. But we can take their strategy and we can learn from it and we can put it to work in our own lives. Okay. Whether you want to be popular, want your brand popping, or you want your message out there, that's the message. That's the elephant in the room. And sometimes I think we sleep on that when we get into the ethos of things and we talk about race and we talk about hip hop and what the messaging is in hip hop. Get your stuff heard. Okay. And get a community to help you build and you have a community, Star. You've been doing it for
no sir. I'm out for self. Don't try and put that community bullshit on me. No sir. Knock it off.
You know what it is.
No sir. Hey, before you go, what happened with your lawsuit against Diddy? I never found out.
So unfortunately, I want to say that I dropped the ball on it. I didn't have a team working. It was just me doing all of the work. Okay. And I got tired of the whole energy. I really did. I have other things going on.
Your case was dismissed. Yes, it was dismissed.
Yeah, I dropped it. I totally dropped it. It was dismissed.
I didn't know.
It was dismissed.
Just asking. Hey man, good to talk to you. Salute.
You got it.
Okay, relentless Aaron.